Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? Doing a little bit early for me tonight. Um I got old Rusty up here with me. Rusty, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I was just getting on to my son because he hasn't been making any videos. He makes fewer. Somehow he makes fewer videos than that Mike 12 point guy.
Jeez. I tell you, you're kind of hard on him sometimes, you know? I heard you the other day shitting on him because of the way he was rapping or whatever. You said it was like a good flow, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he
What?
could always do better.
Uh, it must have been tough growing up, man. You must have been hard on the boy.
I'll whoop his ass every now and then
Yeah, maybe that's why he's so
when I'm
successful.
done. When I'm done pushing my boxes around.
That's true. That's true. The pushing in boxes got you ripped though, dog. What's up, man?
Good evening.
Good evening. It's Mr. Mike 12
Good to
Point,
be here.
the one and only. Not one, not two, not up to 11, but 12 points.
Mikey No Point.
Mikey No Point.
Oh man, what a
Yeah,
day, huh?
yeah. It started out. I thought Johnny wanted peace, but
That's what he
apparently,
said, man. I was ready to leave it alone, not say anything. Then he,
apparently
well,
not.
you've seen
He's
what happened.
he's all talking shit
Put
over
up,
there, and then you're talking shit over in PBR's comments.
put up a little video, and I guess when Merle got home, she made him take the video down.
Nah, the vault caught that shit though.
Yeah. I mean, I think the vault catches everything.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I got it. I'm looking at it now. It's file number 0824202132JGOB.
It was interesting, as I was telling you earlier, that he took it down, but it was still showing up. Like you could.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that's real weird.
Like down, and it came back up,
Uh,
and then he took it
so
down again. Interesting.
Johnny's in the chat. He said that who said he didn't want peace? I don't know. Usually, when you tell somebody to go fuck themselves, that's generally not a sign of peace, there, Johnny. Uh, that's just where I come from. But
Well, when you go to
anyway,
shorts, Johnny, whenever you go to shorts, it's not. The reason why we said it was taken down is because when you go to shorts, it's not there, but it's on the main page, and some other people said that it was down as well. So I don't know. Maybe you're hacked, man.
Justice, where the
Maybe
fuck
you're
you
hacked.
at?
Where's
Anybody see
Justice? I haven't
Justice?
seen that lady.
I haven't seen her in about a week.
She
I don't
organizing the
know.
vault.
That shit's busting at the seams, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a new space, rent out a second space.
No shit. I just added Martin to it today, and because he's deleting shit as soon as it comes up, and he's been he's got the milkiest tits on the internet right now. So
Oh, they're lactating, gushing on their own.
engorged, engorged.
I want to say hello to some people in this chat on this
Yeah,
fine evening. Some beautiful people in the chat. I see Miss Paula, true Texan, a man that sexually identifies as a cheeseburger. And it's interesting that Johnny was talking about people slandering him, saying that he was out there scamming people. Well, that man right there, Mister Cheeseburger, has proof.
oh yeah,
Hard and cold proof.
hard
Uh,
cold, huh?
hard and cold. Carolina Cricker, good evening, sir. Stephanie Stinnett, beautiful lady and a beautiful name. Blue eyes. Miss
Ab-
Vicky, good evening, Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky always in here.
Miss Vicky.
Nephew Jamie, the Reckoning. Martha, I'm not saying that word, man. Martha Queefs is the finest to report you. That was the first, and it's the first.
Oh Lord,
Hickey Bobber. That sounds
Hickey,
mildly
Hickey,
vulgar.
Hickey Bobber.
Country bro, what's up, player? Not enough. Tony Michelle. That's probably a fake name. Joseph, good evening, sir. Mr. Sharp, what's happening? Smart mouth MFer.
Mm-hmm.
Mama P's in the house as well. Hope everybody's staying cool, man. Had a little heat wave come through, didn't we?
No doubt. 2 days ago it was brutal here.
Yeah, yes. We got Friday and maybe a little bit of Saturday, and it's supposed to be cooling off. Hopefully. Oh, and there's father son. Just seen him pop up. Probably Dale.
Yeah, what's up, Dale? Anyway, let me run this down real quick. Oh, Mikey, damn, he takes control of shit. He's like, fucking boom. Anyway, who we got up here? We got Jimmy Hell. What's up? KM here. Mr. Mike 12 point, obviously. Ashley Nicole. Miss Vicky Newman, how are you? It says, hi, my name is Nathan from Sheffield, Illinois. AKA 815 guy. Welcome. I saw you over there giving somebody hell today. Michelle D 7075, Parham Racing, local to you, Sean Daughtery, Dagburn is in the house. Hickey Bobber, Tony Michelle, Little CPKLSS, John Sharp, what's up? Brandy Day Fallen G3 Mini. Lisa Bowen, what is up? Skylar 151, spokesman number 4 nephew. Fuck square, he says in the hashtag. Let's see. Who else is around? Damn Yankee. Hello, how are you doing this evening, ma'am? Good to see you as always. That old ex of yours has been moving a lot here lately. We might look at something of his later. Let's see. Stephanie Stinnett, the one, the only. One and only Savage. Rob LC75, what is up? Loyal to you. Hello, country bro. Always working the chats. Thank you, sir. Little Leg Day Osmic, what's happening? And let's see. This might be hard to catch up with. Slayback, what's happening, my man? Missy 18TN, hello, hello. I hope you're doing great tonight. Keaton's Junk Removal and More, hello. Carolina Creeker, what's up? Louisiana High Ride, hey Paula, how are you? Joseph Dierte, my favorite actor, Liam Neeson. Of course, Dale, father son, what's up? Patrick Patterson, hello, hello. Apple Pip, hello. Sick Day 5150, The Reckoning. Blue Eyes, hello, hello.
Blue eyes crying in the rain. I don't want to interrupt you, but we've got T Dameron in here, and she just lost her significant other. I don't know if y'all have mentioned that before.
Yeah. She said she was trying to keep it off YouTube, but it kind of made it on
Well,
here.
that's where I seen it. My bad.
And but yeah, shout out to T. We're all thinking of you. Let's see. My favorite running back, David Wilson. Smart mouth motherfuckers in the house. Carolina Creeker. I think I said that. Shanna K. Bubblegum Queen. What is up? Ashley Nicole. That might have been a repeat. The lovely Miss Vicky Newman. If I've already said it before, I'll say it again. The lovely Vicky Newman. I am Christy. Hello, Jay Potter. Y'all are not giving me a chance to catch up. I'm almost there. True Texan. Hello, hello. Nephew Jamie. And oh, damn, loyal to you. Hello. My God. I thought I was catching up and it just went ape shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jack. Hello, Jack. Hello, Jack. Wayne Oldham 210. Mud Digger. What's up? Coronavirus 2020. Hello, hello. Meg OG19. Hello. There's a guy named Mike, but he just put 12 point. That's kind of cool. What's up, Mike?
Evening,
his comment is 12 point.
Hey,
Mike, that's kind of clever. I see what you did there.
it's like a man that served our country. Appreciate you, sir.
That's right. That's right. Honey Badger. Hello, Share Bear. What is up? We got not today. I got those emails. Thank you. By the way, whoever sent them for you, I think they said they sent the wrong thing because it's not ringing a bell to myself or Rusty. But maybe we're just missing something. But either way, the eagle has landed in the nest.
That's
If you know what I mean.
I do.
If you know what I mean. Cynthia 23, hello. Chris Sampy, what's up? The Cajun down there with Eisman. Not enough. Hello. Casually late, but always here. All right, I think I've caught up. Damn. You gotta have pretty decent. You gotta have a pretty decent memory not to double up on that. I kind of surprised myself.
Yeah. That's
I'm sure there's a couple repeats. Hey, Lori, what's up? Welcome. Hey, Lori, how y'all doing on that? The PlayStation raffle thing. Y'all getting close? Anyway, so what's cracking, Mike? You been good? You ain't been on here in a while.
Oh yeah, man. I got hit with some stuff. I think some of y'all know about it. Can't really talk about it on here, but
yeah,
real life stuff. And I've been I haven't been really staying up late with this heat. I've been trying to get up in the morning to beat the heat. I just and I also just just stuff, man.
I heard that.
Just had other stuff going on, but I do miss everybody, and I will probably be back tomorrow night.
Oh hell yeah!
And I got to get with a gentleman that does videography, and we're going to shoot if I can't get with him, I'll shoot it myself.
Yeah.
But I just finished writing a little bit. I can't wait to shoot that.
Yeah. I tell you, I'm jealous of that mic stand you got.
The mic stand, that's antique, man.
Was it bamboo or something?
I got it from a Native American. I can't remember. Somebody said something about the black light. I just turned it down because it's so bright in here. I mean, that light it's not a
You gonna red, green, blue us?
Not a black light. It's just that right there.
Red, green, blue, red, green, blue.
Yeah, give me that music.
What you want, dog? I got you. Cigarette and some music. That old damn Moses Heaps, man, is something else.
Decent guy right there. Funny guy.
I tell you what, they put on a hell of a show.
They do.
I'd hate to think I had to put that together. And the craziest damn thing about it is the fact that he does all that shit from a fucking Android phone. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Everything, all the editing, all the songs, everything is done from an Android device.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I think the most stressful part is he's always got the top 10s.
Oh yeah, those are great. Well, that's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I could probably sit down and do one a week or something like that. They wouldn't be nearly as good as his, but this man does 2, sometimes 3 an episode.
Shit, and I've seen like 5 before. Like sometimes this shit gets crazy.
Yeah.
And the best part is having old Ricky over there. That laugh track, man.
Oh man, yeah.
That just makes it even better.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll be watching it, and then sometimes my girl will hear me and she's like, "What the fuck are you laughing?" And I'm like, just listen to her laugh. I was like, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's infectious. That's for sure. Stephanie says S22 and 23. I don't know nothing about that life. I don't know anything about that Android life. It looks like you got a sweet one there, Mike.
Kenny, man, Kenny hooked me up. I just got I was just looking at this because it had an update. It's a S22 or 23. It's got a damn pin that comes out the back of it.
Oh shit!
4 cameras on it. It's got a cup holder and an ashtray.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't realize you could get Apple Music on an Android device.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I'm thinking about switching. I've got Power Strokes got me talked into that damn folding, that damn monstrosity that you can fold in half.
I wonder what the lifespan on one of those is, though.
I mean, he's had his for a good while now, and I ran into another dude that's had the original one now for like 18 months, or
Oh
it's
wow.
it's over a year,
Yeah.
and no
Hello, Miss Lori.
problems whatsoever. So, but yeah, I mean, you can definitely kind of get out of Apple's walled garden and do a little more shit.
Yeah, I just appreciate. I don't know. I had Android for a long time. The hardest part about switching to Apple was uh the user, like, getting used to the user face compared to Android. And
Yeah.
it's been the same thing going back and messing with this other Android phone. Like, you just got to play with it to
Oh shit, that's
you
not
know.
good. Lori
Yeah.
said that AT&T guy said the new one folders are breaking in like 3 weeks.
Mm.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I've been on iPhone since the beginning. I grew up next to a dude that was well, his son was my friend, but as it goes in Apple, he wasn't on the board of directors, but outside of that, he was like the number 14 guy at Apple,
Yeah.
like as far as importance down. And he
Sure.
always had like the newest shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm fucking 40 something, and we were playing with digital cameras when we were in middle school. That I mean, Apple was always a little ahead of everybody else.
Sure. Yeah.
Even though it wasn't as commercially successful back then, but I actually saw an Apple Watch that was like the original one, but this is back in the 80s. It was like one of those Casio
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like calculator ones,
Yeah.
but I didn't even know they had done it. Apple had teamed up with somebody, and it was like a Macintosh type watch where it came with like a 3.5-inch floppy, and it somehow interfaced with the computer. I don't know what all it did,
Wow, I've
but
never heard that. That's
yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
kind of looked like it. But it was on that show on Netflix where the people they sell those collections to that Golden Agency, and the phones it was still in the box, and she got like a crazy amount of money for it. Like I want to say like 10 grand, or because people buy all that shit to collect now, like all the original Macs and
Oh
Power
sure, yeah.
PCs and
Yeah, I remember my grandmother had like it was a desktop with a red shell on the back of it.
oh yeah,
The
was it the
old.
clear plastic ones?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those were some of the original iMacs. Yeah, those were cool. We had one at the family had one for a desktop, and back in school we had the ones that had like the 2 5.25 drives, or 5.5, whatever the larger floppy was. You played like Oregon Trail on it and shit.
Oh, dude, there was a golf game on Windows. Was it Windows 93?
I don't know. I
Was there
just
a Windows
remember
93?
there was a Windows 95.
Okay, that's probably what it was. Yeah, it was a golf game on there, and you had it had a prompt. You had to type in stuff like /golf game or something like
Okay.
that right there.
Well, yeah, you were probably. Well, you got to remember, Windows 95 was basically an add-on graphics interface for DOS. But like, so a lot of shit back then was still command line. Like you'd have to type it in to boot something up. Like
Yeah.
whatever the batch file or the executable was, you'd have to type it in and fucking it'd come up. You'd
Oh
have to
man.
like look at the directories and change folders to get where you're going. That was back in the day.
Yeah.
That was back in the day.
I remember looking up naked women one time.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw a picture of a naked chick on the computer, and it was almost like not real. It was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like it was like me and like 4 buddies were over, and it took forever. Like this guy had figured out how to do it through a bulletin board, and like we watched as it loaded one line at a time.
It took 2 days to load.
Yeah, like the old dot matrix printers, like it would just load one line in there.
Oh yeah, right.
On like a 2400 baud modem.
Yep, I remember that. Good stuff right there, man. When
those were the days.
When one of your buddies is asking everybody to leave the room for a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah,
no?
this
Okay.
this dude. I'm not telling that story. That's
Yeah,
fucking.
man, I appreciate that. Good evening, Miss
Yeah,
Lori.
he he just had a little bit too much spare time when people left the room and came
Yeah.
back, and it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man.
I remember one time I printed. I was at a buddy's house, and I think I printed off like a picture of Britney Spears or something like that. I was
What
carrying
was
it
it?
around.
Was it like a naked chick of a porn star with her head cut off and Britney is like pasted?
No. She was fully clothed,
Oh, okay. I see.
mostly clothed, I should say. But I had printed
Mostly.
it out, and this was back when people, people still complain about color a lot, ink.
Oh
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
was back when it was, oh, don't be printing in color.
It probably cost you $40 to print Britney.
It's $17 is what he said. And yeah, man, I had that thing folded up. I was carrying it to school, man. Look at this picture of Britney Spears I
Oh,
got.
Britney.
People are like, why the hell are you carrying that around with you?
The coronavirus, it says free Britney, Mike. Free Britney.
I think,
Britney, she's gone crazy again.
Yeah, I think that she might not need to be free. That young lady has
She's got a few screws loose.
I think they've fallen out.
Yeah, they of course they did that girl dirty, man. It's almost like they locked her in a suite in Vegas and got her out to perform at night and then threw away the key until they got her the next day type of shit.
Well, she acts like a teenage girl.
Yeah, it's like she's regressing.
Right, yeah. She has the mind of a teenage girl, like how she acts for attention. And this is what I see on probably TMZ and stuff like that.
You remember when she shaved her head back in the day?
Man. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, Honey Badger says being put on lithium's fucked up.
Oh, I didn't know she was on lithium.
Oh, I'm sure they've got her on all kinds of shit. To keep her in line.
We used to play, they probably got her on a lot of stuff. We used to play, this guy, I used to play cards at this guy's house, and this one dude would come over. He would come over very rarely because he didn't really have the money to be over playing cards and stuff, and he was on lithium. And that was my first conversation with somebody that was on lithium. And he didn't tell me that he was on lithium until I talked to him for a while. And I was like, oh, that's what lithium does, man. He just had no emotions, zero emotion.
Wasn't as cool as Kurt Cobain made it out to be, huh?
No.
No, that was yeah. I've known a few people to be what is it? When you think that crazy shit's happening all the time, schizophrenic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't wish that on anybody,
no,
man.
sir. No,
that is some fucked up shit for sure.
Very blessed not to have any of those mental issues.
Well, I've got all mental illness, really.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a little mental illness, but it's not
well, we've all got a bit.
Yeah, it's good.
What is up, Nate?
Big
what is
Nate,
up, my man? Fucking just making bangers these days.
Nate Poor official music. Hey, my name's Nate.
Hey, Mod, somebody put Nate's channel out there. Y'all need to go and sub up and listen to Nate's music and support him. He's got some more shit coming out. Been working with damn FJ Outlaw. He's one of my favorite guys right now.
I see that. Yeah, hey man, look, Nate has a lot of people that's pulling for him. A lot of people that want to see him win and do very well at this music.
Yeah, fucking like I said, I've been listening to FJ nonstop since Power Stroke showed me the fucking trailer video. King of the Trailer.
Yeah, I caught on to FJ a little bit late. Actually, I didn't catch on to FJ until after the whole thing with the record company or whatever. But yeah, I fuck with FJ. Yeah.
No, I mean, I've only been on it for 2 months. I mean,
yeah, probably a little bit long for me, or somewhere in there, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, somewhere in there.
But yeah, him and fucking Leroy Biggs. I've been listening to him a lot.
And, Mr. Leroy, he just dropped a video maybe a week ago. Toxic.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see him get out of Florida.
On Instagram here and there. He goes live quite a bit, yeah. But damn, I burned a damn hole in the damn. Nate sent me a copy of that song a couple weeks early, and I wanted to play it so damn bad every day, for the show. and we played it a couple times last week. But yeah, I played the shit out of that. It's catchy as hell.
Yeah, he cut his hair too. Dude looks like he's
Yeah.
straight out of a damn Calvin Klein ad.
Yeah, he inspired me. I chopped all my shit off,
Yeah,
shaved.
gets
fucking-
old after a little while, man.
Yeah, especially in this heat, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And you get greasy. I'll say this: the ladies do love it, but man, I hate it. Of course, my hair is extra greasy.
Yeah, I've always had like fine hair, real thin, so it never really got greasy.
Oh, I'm greased out.
You're the grease ball, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, so anything else been going on with you?
Oh man, I did some edibles and somebody told me the wrong milligram, and then I drove through a school zone,
Oh,
and then well, that wasn't that. I mean, I'm way better driver when I'm a little bit stoned, but I drove 25 miles an hour for about 10 miles, man. I thought the school zone. I never did see this. I never did see the school zone has ended sign, man. Damn half mile of cars behind me. So that was.
That's a big fucking school. So, how many milligrams did you eat?
I honestly don't know. They were supposed to be 10, but I think that they were 20s.
Yeah,
They were more. They were. I'll tell you this right here, man. My tolerance is either going down or these are just these edibles are way better than the other ones that I've had.
Yeah. Dude, we go to Vegas a couple times a year. Well, now Vegas, everything's recreational legal. So, my girl and I were there for a convention at the time we worked for the same company. We land, the first thing we do is hit the dispensary. So we're trying to make a secret of it.
Yeah.
And damn, we get everybody in the company is just walking around fucking ripped the whole damn time. It's hilarious. But so she's goody two shoes. She's never done a drug in her life. Nothing. And her stylist, her hairstylist, like 2 weeks before had given her like a little tincture because she said she was stressed out. And she's like, no pills, she's never done nothing.
Yeah.
And she kind of liked the tincture. So I got a couple cartridges and some pre-rolls and some shit. And then, so he gave us a couple edibles. One of them was a chocolate chip cookie. So we were getting ready to go out for the night. I forget where we were going.
Strip club.
No, not that night. That was a night, but not that. But it was a real nice steakhouse. I think it was one of Emerald's places. But so I'm in the shower. I come out and I see the edible packages open. And I look over at her and she's kind of got a smile on her face. And I'm like, did you eat some of that? And she's like, no. And I'm like, she's like, I ate the whole cookie. And I'm like, holy shit. So I looked at it. It was 100 milligram cookie.
Oh no. Oh no.
And dude, I mean, you're talking about a girl that's maybe 140 pounds, soaking wet, never done anything in her life.
Trying to kill her.
Oh my God. So I'm like, well, let's go out. I'm just thinking about an hour later, we're sitting down in the hotel bar, like waiting on all our friends to group up. And her face just turns red as a stop sign. And she looks at me and she's like, I think I'm having a stroke.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, check, we're out of here. So we go back up to the room, fucking watch what was she watching?
Dancing with
She
the
couldn't
Stars.
go to sleep. She was so high she couldn't go to sleep.
Oh, I've never been that high.
Yeah, she was so high she couldn't go to sleep. And it was what movie? Yeah, it was Dirty Dancing that was on repeat. I think that shit ran its course 3 damn times. And she's still up. And eventually it became enjoyable for her, but it was much later that it was enjoyable.
Yeah. Like I had did y'all take the elevator back up? Because I hate elevators
I hate them anyway. They fuck with my equilibrium. Like after you stop and that step you take off.
Yeah.
Like it still feels like you're kind of moving.
Yeah, I was high on an elevator one time, and that was probably the most terrified I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, it's shit. But yeah, lesson. What did Slayback just say? 100 milligrams is enough to make you see the devil's dick.
Yes, it is, sir. Even for a regular user. That's
Oh,
just
I
my
mean, 25 milligrams will set me on my ass, and I mean, I'm damn 280 some pounds. I
um
mean,
yeah, I don't know if you ever watch Joey Diaz, but the Church of What's Happening Now, it's an old
oh
podcast that
yeah,
he
I
used
love
to do.
him. I love him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him and Lee used to they would
they would get
do
fucked
them
up.
Death Stars. I mean, they would that was some of the if you guys want to have a good time, go watch the Church of especially the ones with Theo,
Yeah,
because Theo's he'll fuck with Lee while he's just
I got
on
you.
the moon.
Yeah, but those boys were like, they're taking big numbers, like multiple
Oh yeah,
hundred.
yeah.
Yeah. Old Joey Diaz is that guy from The Sopranos. For y'all that, well, I mean, there's a bunch of guys from Sopranos, but yeah, that's there's a dude on YouTube called Oh It's Teddy, and his sidekick buddy is Dirty Earn, as they call him, Ernie. And have you ever heard of the band Coheed and Cambria?
I don't think so.
They're kind of popular, like Northeast regional, like US band. Pretty cool, you know, just kind of an alt rock type thing. But
Sure.
Dirty Earn is their main roadie, and those jokers sit around. They do 500 mils, you
Oh
know, at a
no, man.
pop,
Dude, I'll get high just thinking about doing 500
and play
milligrams.
video games. And Dierte knows what I'm talking about. He's a Coheed baby.
Miss Vicky, I would rather not recall. Maybe one day, but not right now. I'm already a little bit anxious just thinking about it.
Do any of y'all that like Coheed know Dirty Earn? He's a trip, man. He is a total fucking trip. But yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while. He used to be on Instagram all the time. But anyway. So back to old Gobbler. You know, I thought peace was in the air. And of course, we knew it was only a matter of time. And I mean, I'm still peaceful about it, but you know, the whole, you know, telling everybody to fuck off and posted the paper, read it and weep, bitches. Read it and weep. Hang on a second. Let me address this comment. Did you hear what Martin said today about suing you? No, I mean, I know I'm getting sued, but I know he said that now his lawyer's not pro bono anymore, and it's $7,500, and he's going to have to wait till he puts that together. So, is that what you're talking about? Greg, is that what you're talking about? His wife had sent me a message and said, not to worry about it either. So,
this gentleman, not today. I don't understand your comment. So, Mike 12, are you out of the cash grab road?
yeah, I think not today. He talks in code sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Sometimes I do.
They might be on some edibles right now.
Could be. You never know. I appreciate the support though. But yeah, I got an email to decipher, and Rusty and I, for the life of us, couldn't figure it out. But when we do, I think we've cracked the code on something. For
Morse
sure.
code? Or just
yeah.
so? Okay.
Yeah. Well, Greg, you never told me. Is that what you were talking about when you asked about Martin said about me today? And then you said, "What's up to Little Leg Day?" All right. Well, I'll keep looking. But yeah, Martin's been all over the place. Maybe we'll talk about him later. I don't know. But back to Johnny. So you've got the paperwork for the EBT thing.
Oh yeah, I've got them. I've got copies. You know, maybe we'll just have a paperwork party tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do that.
Shit, you could do that. But okay, here you go. Not Today says Mike 12, look on Google about you. Oh,
Uh-oh, got me nervous now.
shit. I might have to pull it up too.
Let me see what it says first.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe we should censor it.
Hopefully they don't have them charges from a long time ago.
Well, they could be talking about the suit, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Because that shit's public. I'm assuming it's public, isn't it? Ow, 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 says Leg Day. Ow, 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 he says. Oh, look at this. Look at Martin's live right now. Let's make fun of Wade some more, shall we?
I haven't seen Wade in a while.
He's been hit or miss. Oh, Martin's driving his car again. He's live to 5 viewers. Out there with fucking 4,000 subs.
Man, look, some people just do not have what it takes to be successful on YouTube, and I think that his expectations are way out there.
I mean, his numbers are good. Like, he's grown a lot somehow. He caught on to the formula, even though he got demonetized the other day.
For what?
He ripped off a video from TikTok and, didn't change the content other than put like Durka on it or something. And he got 100,000 views off of it. That was weird. I got a weird noise. Yeah, he got like 100K views off of this video.
Yeah.
And they, YouTube like fucking put the kibosh on it and took away, took it away and then fucking.
That's crazy. I've never heard of anybody losing it over a video.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it was, well, like I said, it was 100K. He made a big deal of it. He's like, I'm proud of myself for a milestone 100K video. Let me see what he's talking about.
All right. I can't find anything on Google about me.
This guy, what is he up to here? Share this tab. He's got 7 people watching now. It might be getting more interesting. Let's see what he says here.
I digress.
I digress.
Always act like Babel, and you're always going to act like Johnny just a little bit. Now, Johnny has a lot of ball sacks all of a sudden with little teeny almond nuts in there, talking shit on the internet again to people, if you guys haven't noticed. We're about the racetrack. You guys ready? We're about the racetrack. Look how dark it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, look, I'm up church. Sorry, my car's kind of fast. So. I'm up church. I'm up church, der. I want attention, der. 100.
Poor guy, man. I feel bad for him.
Carl.
Did he just show himself going 110?
Okay.
What a
all right. So this part of my freeway where I live, I don't know how loud it is, so I'm sorry. But this right here, part of the freeway where I live, everybody goes like 100. This is like our Autobahn. There's never any cops, and if they are, they're only right here at that sign right there.
Oh, it'd be fucking gold if there was a cop right there.
And that's it for like a mile. And then you
What's up, buddy?
Fly. So, like, I'm doing 75 right now, and speed limit 60. And no
Ooh, what a rebel!
So, what was I talking about? Oh, Wade Deaver. Hey, Wade, I've never seen you drive a car. Do you know how? I've seen you sit in a van. Oh, did you guys see that lightning? Holy shit. Did you guys see that? I'm going to slow down a little bit to see if I can catch it. I didn't know it was supposed to rain. That'd be sweet, actually. That looks kind of cool. I ain't going to lie. It looks cooler on camera than it is in real life. The sky. But yeah. So, anyways, Wade, listen. You great value version of Babel. You're literally no different than he is. You know what I mean? Like everybody that has that little whatever in front of their names, gay as hell. That little fag family. Oh, look, there they are right there, actually. That's funny as fuck. They are so gay. They are so gay.
What's up, Lil
Yeah.
B?
You know,
Right on
whoever
time.
that is, you kind of gave it away on that live stream the other day. I don't know if you guys know that, but one of you guys were actually that account,
Hello?
and I could tell because the way, I think it was the dude with the lisp. He's like, listen, Wade, listen. Him. I think that's him because he talked too much about it. He's like the guy you don't want talking to the drug dealer when you rip the drug dealer off. AD knows. Ask AD. He knows. Yeah, turn your brights off, Dick. Man, that fucking lightning is crazy over there. I can't just turn my camera. Bro, what the hell's going on over there? Did you guys see that?
Dude, he is straight up.
It's over
getting
here that the lightning's happening,
roasted
but I
in
don't
the
know
chat.
if you guys can see it because it's so dark.
He is getting roasted in the chat.
I'd mess with him, but when I see him in comments and stuff,
Yeah.
one of my biggest pet peeves is people that overuse LOL, or when they say LOL to try to make it seem like what they're saying is funny, or
Yeah.
you know, he just uses LOL way too much. He'll say the dumbest shit and then put a LOL.
What about a Durka? He likes that one.
Oh man, I haven't heard him say that.
Totally offensive comedy because it's comedy and it's offensive. Just said, did you just film yourself doing 110? That's like openly confessing to reckless driving. Seatbelts don't cure stupid or diabetes, Martin. I got to give it to him on that last one. That was kind of funny. Rusty calls him diabetic Batman. What was the Martin?
I remember him. Yeah, I remember him something about him wearing a Batman suit or something like that.
No, sometimes he puts the mask on his lives.
Yeah, that's
he fucking hit himself with his camera the other night.
So are him and his wife together, or
no?
Do we know? Okay,
she gone. He has visions of Christ bringing them back together since he's preaching now. But
well, good luck to him.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it works out. But
especially if they have kids.
Yeah, they've got a daughter, younger daughter, I believe. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going that way. And when he gets the papers, I think this is going to turn into a uber shit show. But he's done attracted little me over there. Little me just said, "Well, you're next. Challenge accepted."
And they'll give them hell, man. Little family giving people hell.
Oh, he's trying to get Filthy Animals' attention too, and all those guys.
Martin is?
Oh yeah, he wants all of it.
I think old Filthy. I think he's tied up with Goober Smoocher Square.
Oh yeah, they're on that. That's old Square, but I mean, man, that Square asked for it though, man.
Yeah, I completely agree that Square asked for it. I think he has a severe
Stockholm syndrome.
Well, I mean, he's on a lot of medication.
Yeah, and then he's over say that again.
Over snorting. I think he was snorting Xanaxes the other day.
Was he really? That was recent? I thought that was like an archive video.
It may have been. I don't know. I just seen it. I don't keep up with him.
Me saying that's just about as good as your guess too. So,
sure. Okay.
Like I don't freaking know, but yeah, he definitely needs rehab for sure. Couple other people have snuck in that I've seen. Corliss, what's up, Kane? Good to see you. Smiley Mama 04, hello. Where is Smiley Mama 04 in the big chat? It's hard to keep up with this shit. Of course, Wade, what's up, my brother? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I talked to Seeper this morning for a minute. Skylar 151. Hello. Adrian Halley. Okay, I'm here. Honey Badger, if I didn't say hello before. Anyway, Kenny, what's up, man? BC, what's happening? Little MF Cassandra Marie. Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh yeah, and before I forget, guys, Rusty Truck, we'll be doing a live. Hello, Miss Hart. We'll be doing a live probably Saturday night, and that's when the PlayStation 5 giveaway is going to be. So don't miss out on that. What's up, old folks? How are you? SD420, what's happening?
Good evening, Mr. Folks. Hope you're well, sir.
Where did Smiley Mama 04 go to? All right. There you go. Smiley Mama 04, you were asking you shall receive. You are the newest moderator here at the New Buck Shit Show. All right, let's watch this for a couple minutes. He never goes too long. And by the looks of the chat, it's getting worse. So let's see here.
And when you say worse, you mean better, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I live out in the middle of nowhere.
He might have a little bit of that Dagburn rattle going. You hear it?
Got a little knock going on?
Yeah, I think I hear a little nick knock.
Next to a military base, can you tell? But I'm going to get home here in a little bit. I'm going to pull into my trailer park because, I'm white trash.
Well,
That's fine.
You do live in a trailer park.
And right here, see? Brookfield Acres. There's more lightning. This is where I live, Brookfield Acres. Yeah, boy.
Tell everybody. What an idiot, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get back on here in a little bit. I'm going to go home. I'll throw a pizza in the oven here and eat something. I haven't eaten all day. Got diabetes. Can't do that. It might die. And, yeah. So I'm going to go do that and put this water away. And then I'm going to jump back on. And we're going to talk about Wade in a real way. The video, shut up. I have my seatbelt on. What the fuck are you talking about? The video that we were reviewing last night where he got made fun of by his so-called friends. I already had the whole video downloaded and recorded. So we're going to finish watching that. I know AD already did earlier, which kind of, I guess it jumped the gun a little bit, but I might jump back on and talk about Wade a little bit, or I can finish what I have to say here. I'm not 100% sure. There really isn't anything that I haven't said, that Babel hasn't said, that dude didn't say. The other
Chat, do y'all want to watch this? I'll leave it up to y'all.
I thought he was so he preaches. What days does he preach? Does he talk? He preaches some days and then talks about Wade other days.
He usually preaches in the morning, and then in the evening it's like the Jesus on one shoulder, devil on the other.
Yeah. Making the Christians look real good.
Yeah, the morning is Jesus, and the evening is the devil. But lately, it's just been devil. Anyway, so y'all are saying, no, let's not watch this cow. Seems to be the overall.
Yeah, for the most part.
Overall consensus. I can respect that. Because it's, well, I mean, pretty much when you've seen 5 minutes, you've kind of seen it all. Really.
Sure.
It's it's a repeat of the same thing over and over. And you are literally watching a man's downfall from grace. Yeah, not enough hypocrisy. That's been a key word around these YouTube streets here lately. Shout out to the Gotcha Man. He did a pretty good job at talking about hypocrisy today in his video. I enjoyed watching that.
Been giving old PBR a taste of his own medicine. That old man, why is that? Never mind, I can't talk about that.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Well, back to before all that breaking news happened, we were on Johnny. And so you were saying you've got the documents, right?
Yeah, I have the documents. The
So-
documents that he said were fake.
Right. Well, they're not fake. I've seen them. I've read them. Now, again, because he came out and did all this and said all this, I'm going to make my remarks on it, and that'll be that. And by the way, chat, and I saw stuff in his comment section. Nobody went after Johnny or Melinda and like ratted them out about food stamps or anything. Like nobody was trying to call to get them taken away from him or anything like that. When you get caught, after you've been caught using them in improper manner or whatever you do with them,
Cashing
the state sends you a letter and they say, look, this ain't a trial. You're guilty. Like they tell you straight up, you're guilty and you owe us, let's just say, $384.13, something like that.
Approximately.
Right? Approximately. And like you basically, you get a hearing on it and you pay it. I would imagine if you don't pay it, then you get banned from the program.
Yeah. I think it's a year the first time, 2 years the second time, then permanent after the third time.
Right. So, and if you pay it, they still review it. So basically they separate the state from like the SNAP benefits program. So what Johnny was showing today was where the state told the SNAP benefits program, which is also the state, that after it had been reviewed and the money was paid back, that they would reinstate again.
Right. What an idiot.
It's certainly not a fucking, a damn not guilty.
He's so stupid, man.
Like, why would you post that? Because you just fucking verified the whole fucking thing that you said was fake. I mean, goddamn, people are not fucking dumb. Like,
and then go ask me to take a video down. Boy, I'll take that video down when you go get a job. How about that?
God almighty.
That means never, Johnny. That means never.
Yeah, I've got a new nickname for AD's chat in the morning, his lives. I call it the unemployment room.
Oh, yeah, they get a bunch of. I have to check that out, man. See what kind of character he's got over there.
Yeah, other than old the guitar guy, he'll check in from work sometimes, But yeah, and old Totally Offensive between tour dates, he'll come in there too. So
between tour dates, hey man, I haven't told anybody this. I haven't told anyone this at all.
All right, this is an exclusive chat. Exclusive.
I did a so shout out to that guy right there, because man, it takes a lot to get up in front of people, especially when you bomb. I went to an open mic and bombed. Man, I wanted to melt into the stage.
Did you bomb it for real?
Dude, there was one guy that was laughing the whole. There wasn't probably 15, 16 people there. It was just this little bar. They do open mics occasionally. There was one guy that laughed at the majority of them. Well, I say the majority. There was only 3 of them. And I thought that I had maybe 5 minutes worth, and I had maybe a minute and a half up there. And you talking about feeling like I can't explain the feeling when you're trying to.
Man.
When everyone knows that you're up there trying to make people laugh and no one's laughing, it is the worst feeling in the world.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. Imagine. I've played guitar at church before, but not sing, but like just play guitar. And I mean,
yeah, and messed up?
You just no, it didn't mess
Oh.
up, but I mean, you feel like you're going to shit yourself. I mean, getting in front of
Yeah.
people and whether it's talking, performing, like whatever it is, that's it's tough, man.
Sure.
It is. It
It
is.
is,
I
yeah.
and that's the one thing I will give totally offensive. I mean, that's a tough thing to do, dude. I mean, it really is. But I don't think I could ever do it. But yeah, not only that, I mean, you got to be really good at writing too. I mean, those guys, of course, when you get bigger, you've got a bunch of writers and everything for you, but
Yeah. Well, I think it's a lot to do with how I presented them. It was the presentation was wrong. I think the jokes are decent, but the presentation was wrong.
yeah. Well,
Stick a-
you gonna give it another go, or
Yeah, I'll probably go somewhere else. So I'm not going back there.
you're done with that joint, huh?
I'm not going back to that place right there. You was talking about playing a guitar in
Yeah.
front of the church. They had we had when I used to go to church, when I was dating the preacher's daughter, I'd go to church with them.
Yeah.
And, it was, it was a janky church, man.
I got you.
They had a lot of people up there playing instruments that shouldn't be up there playing. They had this one guy that kept, said he was slow, and they let him get up there and play the xylophone. And it was the worst music I've ever heard in my life. Because there's like 8 people up there playing the most random instruments.
Were they all playing at the same time?
They were trying to.
Okay, so he stuck out like a sore damn thumb.
Yeah, and then they ran out of room to put the instruments up there, so he's like on the very front pew, and it was, there's one guy up there playing a banjo, and one guy up there with a harmonica, and they obviously didn't give these people any tryouts. It's a church, and they're like, "Oh, you want to play an instrument and get up there and play for the Lord?" But it was a struggle.
Yeah, good Lord. My mom, she would always, I remember I started playing like in college, and I'd come home, I'd pull a guitar out. My mom would always be like, play one about Jesus. Play me one about Jesus. And there was an old Dave Matthews song called Bartender. And it's Bartender is kind of like a what do they call it? Not a pseudonym, but I'm lost for words right now. Synonym, yeah. He was basically, the bartender is Jesus, or no, it's just got some lyrics about Jesus. It's like, bartender, fucking, what was it? Pour me
a shot of Jesus,
some wine. What is it? Bartender.
Sing it for me.
It's like
Missy 18 Tennessee trying to make me blush in here. She said, "You can practice your act for me."
Oh shit!
Not even
it's
sure
like,
what that means.
Pour me some wine, the wine you gave Jesus when he was something after 3 days. I don't know. Anyway, she was always like, play that one about Jesus.
Night, sir. Good night, Dale. Or evening,
see you,
sir.
Dale. That's who I was trying to get up to. Kathy Blank's comment, wherever it is. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing? She said hello to us earlier.
Good evening, ma'am.
Info Warrior rolled in. It wasn't one of those churches with the box full.
I would go to one of those churches if they still have them.
Are you talking about Pentecostal churches?
I don't know what kind of gospel they are, but they break out the venomous snakes and drink.
Oh yeah, that's
poison.
The Pentecostals. They're crazy.
Are they also the ones that talk in tongues?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's some weird shit to see in person right there.
Oh yeah, especially when they're faking it, right?
Because I think
you just kind of know. It's kind of like watching Benny Hinn on YouTube knock people over and shit.
Man.
But yeah, man, I had a buddy, and his dad was one of those guys that, like, if you could think up of funny situations, this fucker has always put himself in the worst scenarios ever. he was just that guy, my buddy's dad.
Sure.
And when they lived in Kentucky, there's a lot of Pentecostal churches in Kentucky, for some reason. But he caught snakes and he sold them to the Pentecostal churches. But yeah, they play with those venomous snakes and say, that Christ is, if they're pure, then they'll be protected from the snake's bite. Like crazy shit, man. I didn't realize till I was watching a thing the other night. I think actually Power Stroke was showing me a video of a dude that got bit by this cobra, and he was in like India or some shit. And that anti-venom is expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Like, $10,000-$15,000 a vial. I mean, that's some crazy shit. Dude, I can get off on weird tangents.
Yeah.
But as you can see. But anyway.
It's interesting that they talk about the snakes protecting them or they're being pure or whatever, but the Bible also says not to tempt the Lord. So I think picking up some snakes and dangling them around is kind of tempting the Lord.
I would have been that smart ass at the Pentecostal church saying, hey, look right here, boys. I'm not tempting the Lord.
Yeah, dude, I'm sitting on the back row for sure.
Y'all go right ahead.
Yeah.
Y'all go right ahead.
I'll watch.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate that, man. Like when Martin gets on here and starts preaching, he makes organized religion look bad, which, these days, COVID kind of put a hurting on a lot of the churches and stuff. But
sure. Yeah, it did almost wipe a few of them out. People stopped donating, didn't they?
Well, not only that, but people just got out of the habit of, humans were very habitual.
Yes, sir. It's easy to get into a habit.
You stop doing it for a while and, it just happens. And, those tithes weren't getting mailed in.
No.
Most people feel guilty enough when they're there that they'll guilt that tithe out of you. But,
I don't know about you, but I sleep way better on Sundays than any other day as far as sleeping in. I can sleep in all day on a Sunday.
And why do you always want Chick-fil-A on Sunday? I mean,
that's interesting. There was a Chick-fil-A truck up here today. In Camden, they don't have no Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But every now and then the truck will
I could have guessed that.
Yeah. And every now and then the truck will pull up out here and it'll be, and I almost went up there, but there was it was way too damn hot to be sitting out there on the parking lot. But they was lined up out there for Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh, I believe it. When they open a new one, if you camp out there, you get free Chick-fil-A for a year for like the first X number of people. So we hadn't had them here too long, probably 10 years. But both where I got my undergrad and master's at college, we had them on campus. So after college, I was tired of Chick-fil-A, like, cause it was part of the meal program too. But man, for me, for chicken sandwiches, you can't beat Popeyes. Fucking dollar for dollar, that shit.
Yeah,
that Popeyes smacks, dude.
I still haven't had a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh, dude, it's legit. Although some people on here have said Raising Cane's, and I've never had Raising Cane's. So, but yeah, Popeyes.
I have seen that they've taken off. Seen it more often now.
They did a bunch of like not cult, but like underground, like internet type advertising that's kind of become mainstream now. They've done a really good job with their ad campaigns.
Underground advertising.
Yeah. And now they've gotten, they just put a lot of money in the right places, I think, for advertising.
Sure. Yeah.
Places like Reddit and like, just weird shit that, you're not going to see a Super Bowl commercial from Raising Cane's.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, you should check out the Popeyes, for sure. That sandwich is good. It's actually, it just tastes fresh. Like the chicken's moist. I went to KFC not too long ago. I threw the chicken away. I mean, it was so fucking nasty. Like it was so damn burnt. Like it was like skin. And then there was virtually like, it's like the chicken had been like cooked out of it.
Oh no,
Yeah, it was horrible.
that's
It was horrible.
disgusting, man. They've got a Popeyes close to a Chick-fil-A down there, and the
Yeah.
reason I usually choose Chick-fil-A is because the Popeyes, both of the lines are always out the door.
Yeah, but
to the road.
Chick-fil-A runs that line like
Yeah,
they're legit, man.
they do, and they've got mints.
Yeah, I always said, that'd be a good presidential candidate. Whoever put that drive-through together, man, that shit. They'll have 100 cars out of there in like a minute and a half.
Yes,
They fucking roll them.
They
They
do.
roll them.
Everybody's always polite.
Oh yeah. What is it? My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. And they're always like clean-looking people,
Right. Yeah, these people don't have drug problems. You go to Popeyes, this guy,
Yeah, I mean,
he's,
it's like the kids you see in Bible study on Wednesday night. They're the ones working at Chick-fil-A. Like,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's actually the truth right there.
isn't it? Kind of like little dorksters, but good kids working at Chick-fil-A.
I'll put a bunch of pure women up there at the Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But back to the Johnny deal. Now that we went to snakes, churches, and chicken, always good to talk about any of those.
Yeah.
But back to the Johnny thing. So I mean, he like kind of doxed himself with the whole thing.
This guy's been doxing himself from the very beginning of when he got on the internet and wanted attention. He's been doxing himself. He's been putting his location, the address where he currently lives on all of his stuff, his old Facebook videos. I mean, he's just not a very intelligent guy. But yeah, he told on himself.
Yeah, he did. And I was kind of sitting there, and I mean, this was right when I woke up. Like it's 7. It was early. Or no, because I didn't watch that till about 9:00. But I was just sitting there like, what the? I was like, hang on, I'm gonna have to watch this again. Now, how does this absolve him from any of this shit?
He told on himself and asked somebody to take the video down, exposing him.
Yeah.
What a
True Texan says, Rich Newbuck, you might have an ADD issue. Maybe. I don't think so, man. I'm pretty low key. It takes a lot to excite me. According to PBR, it just takes Jamie on the live stream. I've got it. Did you hear that? Oh shit. Sorry, Mike. I forgot about that, man.
Yeah, we can't talk about that guy. I'm up here.
Shit. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Maybe if we give him another name, then I can talk about him. Call him
What
else.
about like Tim Tonk? Like Timmy Tonk?
Yeah. That angry old man.
What about just like fuckface?
We'll go with that right there. This man right here. Somebody, and I'll see the comments that people leave over on his, and anyone at all, pick somebody, and I'm talking about that person. Somebody can leave a comment over there, and if it's negative, he immediately claims that they're a Creek Squad, and he's got to realize that he's a fucking retard. He's an idiot. And just because people make fun of him or call him out on his bullshit doesn't mean that they support Ryan or even know who he is. I mean, anybody pulls up that guy's videos to see.
The funny thing is, I mean, the guy must spend hours a day responding to comments because he doesn't let any of them slip. And I mean, there'll be fucking paragraphs.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering, and I'm hoping he does just for the sake of time. But like I'm wondering if he doesn't have a bunch of that shit to where he can just copy and paste it in. Because a lot of them are the same. It always talks about the grievances against him and then, blah, 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 all these other things. grievances, and then it's somehow tied to church at the end of it.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
That man is so angry. He's so mad at Ryan because Ryan had a
Right.
difference in opinion than he did.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean they're all jealous because they didn't get to go to Ghost Ranch or whatever. Like he was
That-
even saying it today. He was like, I'm the kind of fan you want.
Yeah.
He's like, I was on your social media. I liked all your posts. I
Yeah.
shared all your videos. I promoted all your music. I
was
got
your
your
first-
merch.
First follower on Vine.
I did this, I did that. I've yet to see him wear any Ryan merch. Of course, he would never wear it now.
No. But he says he has everything ever made, which isn't a whole lot. If you'll notice that Ryan, he's not ever trying to sell you any merch. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that before.
Yeah.
As opposed to the guy that he's always comparing Ryan to, Tommy McDonald. Guys, the only thing that they have in common is that they're independent artists. That's the only thing they have in common, man.
I didn't realize that McDonald was Canadian.
Canadian man.
Was it really that good, Mama Payday? That's the first time I've tried to do his actual voice. Thank you. I didn't think it was that good. But I don't know if I can hit those high notes like when he gets real angry. Like to YouTubers, you're my car.
You got to do it with that big old Percocet buzz, though. Make sure you got the Percocet buzz going
Oh,
on.
yeah. Back in the day, buddy. Back in the day, I'd have been all about it.
Well, he gets awfully relaxed after a little while, don't he?
I get a couple 30s in me, boy. I'd be cleaning the house, fucking making live streams, fucking. Oh, yeah, dude. When I fucked my back up from the boat wreck, it was bad.
Been there, sir. Been there.
It
Car
was
wreck for me.
bad. It was bad. I had a hydraulic steering unit fucking fail in a boat.
No.
Going about 45, and it just snapped off the back. And I mean, this was off of $125,000 24-foot Everglades. And if you could imagine, basically a 24-foot hull essentially hooking on you immediately, because it's like your steering is jerked fucking basically 90 degrees. Well, I kept going forward and the boat stopped. And I had that boat set up for striper fishing, so there was a lot of rod holders on it.
Oh man, love striper fishing.
So,
probably my favorite fish.
Yeah,
right
buddy.
there.
We fucking used to wear them out, boy. That's back when I had a little more time on my hands. But yeah, I caught a rod. I got lucky that didn't kill me, to be honest with you. But if I would have had a life jacket on, I'd be dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I had just gotten back from a business meeting. I had suit and tie on, and I went. They had fixed my boat, something else that wasn't related to steering. And this was a new boat. I mean, this was a brand new boat. I had a massive lawsuit against the company.
I was about to say, it sounds like a lawsuit.
I didn't sue them.
A slander lawsuit.
I didn't sue them, but they gave me a brand new boat, for free. So I couldn't complain about that. But yeah, I was essentially thrown out at about 45 miles an hour, and it was in April. So the water temperature was 43 degrees. All right. So I wasn't wearing the kill switch, which is mistake number one.
Yeah. First of all, you're out there in a suit driving a boat like you're James Bond.
Well, but first of all, I'm not in a bass boat either. Like my bass boats, I always have my kill switch on. You're in a runabout. You know what I'm saying? On a fucking Tuesday, at like 6 p.m. in April. So, and I had just run down to the fucking next creek down to turn around. So we looked at the GPS afterwards. I was exactly, I can't remember, but it was almost halfway to where the island was or where the first dock was. So I swam to the dock. I think I told this story before, but I had to dive to miss the boat 3 times because what it did is it went into a spin.
Yeah.
And so it came over top of me 3 different times. Well, from the first time it came over top of me, I'm lucky it didn't knock me out,
Sure.
but when it came over top of me, I had to dive, come back up, and then do it again 2 other times.
Yeah. So if you had your life jacket
If
on,
it-
ain't no
yeah,
way you're
I
getting
wouldn't have
out
been able to get out in time.
Right.
And if I wouldn't have stripped down to my boxers, there's no way I would have been able to swim. Because my body just kind of locked up. You didn't feel it at the time that you're hypothermic, but you know,
Sure.
you're in shock. But
Yeah.
you know, by the time you get there, and my blood pressure was like fucking, it was nothing over nothing. Like it was super low. The EMTs were like, they couldn't believe I was talking to them, and they basically made me a deal. They asked me what my blood pressure normally was, and I was like, you know, 130/60, and she said, well, if it doesn't normalize in 10 minutes, we're taking you. I was like, fine. And then all of a sudden, I got this massive headache. And the blood pressure came back, and man, I was fine the whole rest of that night until I woke up the next morning, and I couldn't barely walk. And I went to the doctor, and I didn't even realize it. Like I was sitting on the toilet and didn't even realize it that morning. I had a massive gash in the back of my leg where I caught a rod holder going over.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and it was one of those cuts that's so deep it doesn't really bleed.
Sure.
But like, you know, it missed an artery or whatever. But you know, it was not a good scenario. But yeah, there were a lot of pain pills after that shit. I got it honest. But I saw a lot of people go through that shit. Actually, Rusty and I think we're gonna do a live about Purdue Pharma here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff. I was actually similar situation. Well, I mean, I wasn't in a boat. I was dodging animals and ran off in the ditch, hit a culvert, and I was fine till the next day. I slept in a buddy's recliner and I could not move my neck.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was introduced to and y'all can Google this
Hydro.
this fine doc. No. We started off with the heavy stuff. Sean Agarwal, Dr. Agarwal out of Huntsville, Alabama.
I'm assuming he's in prison now.
Yeah. He in 2013, 2011, 2012, and 2013, he was the highest prescribing narcotic doctor
in
America.
the United States. Holy shit.
Which probably means the world because we consume more.
Yeah, we consume like 60% or 70% of the world's opiates.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It was I think it was 150 15s the first visit.
Holy shit.
Then, yeah, there was other shit. There was methadone and Xanax and Somas.
With the fucking Roxy?
Yes, sir. With it. Yep.
Oh God.
With it. And then the second visit, he moved me up
to 30s or something.
No, he moved me up to 100. It was 180 was the max he would ride on anything.
Yeah.
So he moved me up to 180, and then I was telling my buddies about it.
They all started going.
They all wanted to go down there to the doctor.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, I think after 3 months we was up to 130, 180 30s.
God almighty. Yeah, I remember people were going down to Florida, and
yep,
they were man.
Express.
I remember going down and visiting my buddy that lived in Dania Beach, which is basically Fort Lauderdale, you know, just right outside Miami. But dude, everybody had 30 milligram roxicodone.
Yeah.
And it just was in the bars like candy. All the bartenders sold it.
Right.
You know, $6, $7 a piece.
Like, this is back before there was fentanyl and everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you didn't have to worry about
nobody had to worry about fentanyl.
Even with cocaine, you didn't have to worry about that stuff.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's scary, man.
Yeah, heroin actually was real heroin. You know,
Yeah,
it wasn't just fentanyl. Like,
I remember the good heroin; it was good stuff.
But oh yeah, yeah. No, never made it there. But
no, thank the Lord, man. Or in my arm, thank the Lord.
Yeah. But no, that shit. I was on Lortab for a couple of years, and then when the crackdown started coming, my doctor was like, "Hey, I've got to send you to pain management," and they were like, "Hey, you can't take Tylenol every day," and you know they switch you over.
Sure, yeah.
They switch you over to the Roxys, and dude, I mean, I never had a tolerance issue with hydrocodone for years. I was on like 4 10s a day, and no problems ever. Then they switch you over to the Roxys, and it's just,
Yeah.
15 is enough, and the next thing you know, you're taking fucking 200 at a time, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's just,
I always thought that Oxy felt like it was like a darker. It was. I know they're very similar, but Oxy just has like a darker feeling to it.
I don't know. It was like a
No.
fucking burst of energy to me.
Yeah.
Like I was using it as like a fucking antidepressant, anti-anxiety, fucking anti-pain.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That was my go-go juice. And I got it honest. I had no clue. Like when I had my pain started getting better, and I started noticing that my leg, my left leg's basically torn up, and so and upper like thoracic spine, but all of a sudden, I didn't need it. Well, I quit taking it.
Yeah. You tried to.
Well, I was at the doctor like 4 days later with the worst flu ever, so I thought.
Yep.
And she was, it was my regular doctor, and I was in pain management at the time. And she basically told me I was a fucking idiot, and told me what was going on,
Yep.
and to take my medicine. And I went home and took it, and dude, I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah. It's
Like
it's scary, right?
That's when I knew I had a bad problem on my
Yep.
hands.
Was you told that as long as you were taking it, like as long as you were having pain and taking it, you wouldn't get addicted to it? Yeah.
Correct. As long as you never went outside of what your prescription was, there wouldn't be an issue.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I found out very quickly. Very quickly. And then you start talking to some people, and it's a massive number of people out there, dude. I mean, it is a massive number of people. And Purdue Pharma, I mean, those fuckers, all of them should be shot.
Yeah, they cashed out.
Dude.
They made billions, and then they had like a $500 million fine or something like that?
No, it was more than that. I think it was 11 billion or 12.
Yeah, but I mean, they made
paying.
way more money. Yeah.
No, it's a net profit for sure.
Right. Yeah. I'd make 11 billion all day long if I only had to take a $500 million fine.
Yeah. That was, yeah. So the Netflix has got a new series out called Painkiller, and there was one called Dope Sick on, Hulu, and they're basically the same story, but just different actors.
Did you see The Pharmacy on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. There's several, but it's the same story.
Sure. Yeah. I thought that was more interesting because it had the doctor that was hooked on herself, and they were showing actual video.
Oh, wait. I thought you meant the pharmacist in the Painkiller. You're talking about there's a show called The Pharmacist?
Yeah, I think
it was
on Netflix. That. Oh man, it is. It's about a guy that his son gets hooked on him, and then he tracks him down.
Yeah,
he's going to the pain clinic. Man, you got to. That's good. I might watch that again tonight.
I'll check it out. When you find it, text me where it's at, like what it's on. So where is Missy in here?
Missy 18 T and she's saying mods.
Well, now she's a mod and she can take care of it. There you go, Missy. Yeah, I mean it's and sorry, Chad, I'm fucking just talking. I haven't really been paying attention to you guys. I apologize. But yeah, the stories basically Dope Sick. The doctor in that basically gets addicted in it, and
is this a documentary or a show?
It's a show, but I mean it's based off, and it's the characters are loosely based off of real people and real events, and then it shows what made me sick. Like if it was true, like is knowing what I went through to get off that shit, and then after Purdue knew what was going on, when Purdue had that big party, the convention down in Miami. And you're waiting for the CEO to come out and every person in the company is there chanting Oxycontin for him to come out to speak.
Oh shit.
I mean, fucking, and those people, they knew too. I mean, they knew what they were doing. They all knew what they were doing. Well, maybe some of the reps didn't, but they figured it out. I mean, but yeah, they thought that, I mean, they had him dead to rights. It was John Brownlee out of Virginia was a attorney general.
Okay, I was about to say that name sounds familiar.
And he had him dead to rights lying to Congress under oath, fucking. And I think the trial was down in Marion, Virginia, wherever that Barter Theater is, down there, way south. They so they had the trial. Night before, Giuliani puts a call into the White House. White House calls DOJ. DOJ makes a call. And the next day, those guys pretty much just fucking walk. They had plea deals that were, like, hey, you've got to do 20 hours of community,
Right,
something
yeah.
just fucking like a slap
Nothing.
in the face. Yeah. Yeah. And that was the first one. There's been a couple after, but it's sick, man. It's really fucking sick because I mean, I know a bunch of people that have died and died honestly through the opiate epidemic.
Yeah.
And I've known some really good people that unfortunately are no longer with us.
It'll just eat them up, man.
Yeah. And dude, I know, I mean, dude, it almost got me. And man, I'm the type of person that wouldn't even take a fucking Tylenol.
Sure.
I mean, you couldn't, I mean, fuck. And it happens quicker than you know it. And like you said, it's a lot of these doctors were duped. They're basically, tricked into thinking the shit wasn't addictive. And they go back to find the case study that they did on addiction was nothing more than a doctor writing an opinion piece to a fucking medical periodical.
Yeah. They paid a doctor to
Yeah.
write a favorable opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of them doctors knew that it was bullshit,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
they had something saying that it was not addictive. I mean, I'm sure the majority of the doctors knew that it was a bullshit
Well,
study, but they
what
seen cash. They seen money.
yeah. What I hate is that today legitimate pain patients suffer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They sure do.
Because legitimate doctors are scared to death
Absolutely.
to treat the patient's pain versus, it's fucking ridiculous, man. They're guilty as fuck. They should all burn, dude. I mean, fuck that, man.
Yep. But because it's a business, nobody goes to jail. They just get fines.
Right. Dude, there's no price you can put on human life. It's like this Rodney suit. No amount of money is going to bring that poor girl back.
Nope.
It's crazy. I've started looking at some of that shit, man. I mean, I ain't going to get into it, but there's some shit out there that's
it's wild, no doubt. There's a lot of
A doesn't go to Z,
right,
by way of the normal letter.
Even after is the investigation complete now?
I don't know. I mean, it's fucking wild. I mean, I've seen some theories here lately and some names that have popped up and that actually do tie to big people like somebody was talking about. And it actually is plausible.
Yeah.
Well,
I think people were saying that I can't remember what they said, something like he just made it up or I can't even remember who said it, but I actually heard that story probably a month before he even said anything about it online. We was over chit chat and he brought up, of course he didn't tell me everything about it, but he told me who'd come by and what the topic of discussion was.
Yeah. Missy says, I walked away from my pain pills 6 years ago because I was immune to Roxy 20. So I need it off for a while, and now I can't get anything legally. Yeah, I'm proud of you and happy, Missy, that you're at where you're at. But it does suck that you suffer from pain, because pain sucks for sure. Miss Vicky.
There's a Missy. Actually, no matter Missy, hit me up on IG. I'll hook you up.
Yeah. Mikey got the plug.
Well, I mean, there's just
No,
there's
I
a way. There's this right here goes back to the active addiction days, and not a lot of people know about this, but there's a website. Actually, I'll just tell you right here, Missy.
Yeah.
There's a website called ProPublica.
PUBLICA.
I think so.
Hey, if you don't mind, keep this chat busy for me. I have to pee real quick. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
take your time. ProPublica.org. Actually, I'll tell you on IG, man, because might be some people that will abuse this way of finding the doctor that will write. Now, he might not write you a whole bunch, but if you're in legitimate pain, he'll hook you up, or she will, depending on where you're at. But I agree with you, man. A lot of people with legitimate pain suffer. Because of people without legitimate pain going in and getting a bunch of pills and then dying or selling them off. Yeah, that's not something I'd wish on even my worst enemy right there, having to go through that detox. Ow, ow, ow. That's what he's going to be saying when I don't take that video down. Ow, ow, ow. I can talk dirty on IG. Okay. A lot of ladies over there talking dirty on IG.
I heard that. Oh, so what is ProPublica?
It is I decided not to
okay.
tell everybody, but it's a they keep up with doctors. I don't know how to put it, but they
I just went to it and it's requiring a username and password from the jump.
Huh. No, I don't think I've ever signed up.
I mean, like it straight up just unauthorized me from the jump on ProPublica.com. Let me try it again. It might be because I'm VPN.
Oh, probably, yeah. Has it got a picture of Biden as soon as you pull it up?
Dude, I got nothing. Like I said, it's probably because I'm VPN'd.
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, man. But those, what'd you say the one was called? The Pharmacist?
I think it's called The Pharmacist, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, The Pharmacist. It's a good one. It's more documentary, but it's a true story.
Does The Pharmacist get hooked in that one?
No. It's the guy found out. He started going to all these pharmacies.
Okay.
And I can't remember how it went. Maybe they called it The Pharmacist because this one doctor was supplying with it. Everybody was so many pills. Or maybe this was back when the doctor could write and fill. Remember that? When the doctors could write and fill it?
Well, that's what they were doing in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a one-stop shop. I mean, I knew people that were going down there and like, shit, they even had it set up where they were giving you an MRI down there.
Oh, yeah, they have a trailer out back.
Yeah, you get your MRI, get set up, and I think the magical concoction was like, let's say it was 180 30s, 180 15s, like 90 Xanax bars, and then like 90 Somas.
Yeah, that's not.
It was like
prescribed Xanax, but I was never ever a fan of Xanax. I don't like being around people on Xanax.
I could. People that I know, like normal people, the people that get really blown out on that shit just start stealing shit. Like people that don't steal, like they just start stealing things.
Well, I think that's the way it is with a lot of drugs.
And they'll wake up and they'll be like, how the fuck did I
Yeah.
get like, what is this? Smiley
man.
Mama says maybe it's .org that he
It is. I
she
think it is
thinks she
.org.
said .org.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. My bad.
It's an organization.
Country Bro says Zomacoma. Oh Lord. Somacoma. Yeah, I remember they gave me somas one time, like samples.
It is organ.
And dude, for whatever reason, muscle relaxers used to make me like fucking hallucinate. Not really hallucinate, but like I remember
think he was.
Well, I remember being in the shower and like looking down at the drain, and the drain was like fucking moving. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, nah, this ain't good.
No good.
Um,
They just always put me to sleep, and then I would wake up and think I'd been asleep, and somebody like one time. This is when I never took a Xanax again. I was with a buddy, and we'd went to Walmart, and I didn't even remember this, but I'd poured some cereal in a cup, and I was eating cereal in Walmart out of a cup.
oh God. Yeah.
And I didn't remember it, and I was like, I'm done with this shit right here.
Yeah, I've seen people pretty gone off the shit.
Zonked out.
Yeah, and it's like complete memory loss, blackout, like yeah.
That's scary. You can't remember.
Yeah, David's saying my mother has 2 brain surgeries. Her pain management doctor cut her meds in half, and lately it's hard to find a pharmacy that has them. Yeah, I heard there was a back order. I still have a friend that's on them, and he's on 15s. And the last 2 months, he's had to get 30s and cut them in half because the 15s have been on like a national back order.
Oh, damn.
You know that? Yeah.
That's man. They're having a hard time finding them, and then they have a hard time getting them filled.
Yeah, it's all around. Bad situation. Blue Eye said all of them are hard to get right now.
Damn, I hate it for you guys, man. That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? Like, you know how much your body needed that shit, and if you couldn't find it at a pharmacy.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, I've been there. Yeah, absolutely. You get that prescription. You take it to the pharmacy, a little bit gassed up.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm sorry, Mr. 12 Point. We can't fill these until Tuesday.
Yeah, and we don't even have them.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck? But yeah, dude, those pill mills in Florida were crazy. When I was down there visiting my buddy in Dania Beach, that was back when Florida didn't have a registry. So that, you could just go to all of them.
Yep.
And that's back when, like, the damn, what do they call it? The Hillbilly Highway or whatever from
Oxycontin Express. There was a lot of
Oxycontin
Express. There was a lot of
they'd load those buses up and take them down.
Yeah. Oh, something to help y'all. And I don't know if this will help, but I've got a buddy that's a pharmacist, and this right here will help you a lot on getting that stuff filled, is to buy something other than just a medication. Instead of just going in there and getting narcotics filled, buy something else. Buy a damn card for your aunt or something like that. Buy some paper towels or something. But they don't like. And by the way, pharmacists, they don't have to fill anything just because you bring it in there. They don't have to fill it, even if they've got it in stock. They can lie to you.
Oh yeah, they can refuse service to anybody.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Maybe buy something else. And look, just get you a shopping cart, put some stuff in there, and if they don't have them in stock, you ain't got to buy the shit.
Oh my God, Stephanie! Holy hell!
Oh yeah, I've seen them documentaries where they go to the parking lot. Oh, you talking about? She sent you an email. I thought there was
shit. That's funny.
They'd go to the parking lot, and they would be, this was in Florida, and like she said, there wouldn't be any Florida tags down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the story I was telling. The news was showing the parking lot, and they were showing people openly shooting up, snorting in the parking lot, fucking selling them in the parking lot.
They
Like,
didn't care, man.
yeah, it was an all out fucking free for all. I
Wild
mean,
West. And that was like
yeah,
05, 08. Wasn't that
yeah,
long ago.
yeah. It really was. Shit, it was crazy. I mean, I had a buddy that they had changed the rules that where you had to be a Florida resident, and he was renting a damn condo down there that he
Hell
didn't even
no.
live at. Just
Hell no.
yeah. Well, he ended up putting a stripper up down there or something.
Okay. Always a stripper.
He may have got his money's worth. Fuck, I don't know.
What's up, Austin Reacts? Good evening, sir. David Wilson, hydromorphone is nowhere to be found. Is that Dilaudid?
Yeah, I think it is.
This is I hate that.
Hydromorphone. What's that shit? The big version of it, the pandas.
Opana?
Opana. Yeah.
Oxymorphone?
Yeah. That shit'll knock your dick in the dirt.
That's some scary stuff right there.
Yeah.
But some people need it, man.
Yeah. No, I mean definitely. It's yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'll never do it again in my life. If for some reason I require it.
Yeah, just try not to take it for 4 or 5 days in a row. Get you a day break in there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if people that have like rheumatoid arthritis, something that's like debilitating if you end up with it, like,
yeah,
or like people in hospice, or like cancer treatment. I think that's the only thing now that doctors are comfortable with prescribing opiates is for cancer patients.
Right.
And I think really that's why these drugs were kind of developed to start out with.
Especially stuff like the fentanyl. I remember first hearing about fentanyl. This dude had a damn fentanyl lollipop.
Oh yeah.
This old man that I used to cut his grass. He was a war vet, and he was eat up with cancer from Agent Orange, and he had these damn lollipops.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah, this lady used to come in my office every time she'd have her. She would be sucking on them fentanyl sucker.
Yeah, that's good. As bad as I don't know how bad you got, but as bad as I got, it could have still gotten worse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, I've heard stories that, I'm trying to think about how bad it really got for me. I could take, I'm trying to think, 90. I could take about 180 milligrams of Roxy in one shot.
Sure.
Yeah, that's as high as I got, about 630s at a time.
Yeah, I never did. Of course, I was snorting mine, so I tried to spread mine out.
I tried it that way near the end, but swallowing them, is the best bioavailability.
Absolutely, sure.
Well, next to shooting it up.
Well, I think that this is people. From my experience, people fall in love with the feeling they get from eating them, and it's a completely different when you snort them. Now, I don't know about shooting them up, but when you snort them, you also get it instantly.
Yeah.
See,
it never really did that to me. It seemed like it would be its most effective if you ate like a greasy meal.
Yep.
And then it took it on top of it. You would think like an empty stomach, but
yeah,
I think like the grease and those acids, those stomach acids, would eat the shit away quicker and get in the system faster.
Yep.
But yeah, it was. But like I said, I bitch about it and I'm pissed about it, but it really gave me about. It made it to where I could stay a successful participant in society and, be productive.
Sure.
Work.
That's what it's intended for too.
And so I can't, without it, I don't know that I would have been able to do that.
Right.
So, it did serve its purpose, and again, I think that if I would have stayed on hydrocodone and not gone to oxycodone, or if we just put some in there occasionally, like for if it got bad or something,
Sure.
extra bad. But yeah, once it hits oxycodone, it's pretty much a wrap. I mean, and again, I don't know why your tolerance is, because like I said, my tolerance never really changed on hydrocodone. I mean, it did, but it took like years to change from 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams.
Yeah. Was that back when was you getting the hydros back before everything was Norco?
No, they were still 325.
Okay.
I mean, well, when you say Norco, that was a brand, but Norcos would indicate 325 milligrams of acetaminophen.
Yeah, well, they used to
versus 500.
Yeah, or even there was one that had 600 in it. The big pink ones.
Yeah, they were. That had a different name. And I tell you, one time they switched it up on me, and they were actually very effective for pain. I've always thought that. I've always thought that ibuprofen is a better painkiller than acetaminophen.
I think so.
And I'm happy. I finally got off. I was on Coumadin for years because part of my boat wrecking accident, I've had 3 blood clots in my left leg from where it's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was on blood thinner for years, and they finally pulled me, and I can take Advil again, and it's so effective. Well, they switched me. I don't know what it was. If I think the doctor was just trying it and alternating it, but they do make hydrocodone with fucking ibuprofen instead of Tylenol, and it was called Vicaprofen. Instead of Vicodin, and it was I think it was better than
Yeah, I think ibuprofen is way better than Tylenol. Yeah.
Did you know they made that though? Did you know they made the hydrocodone with?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's called Vicaprofen.
They've got a hydro that's similar to the Roxy's Zohydro that doesn't have the Tylenol in it.
Yeah, that was I was just getting out of pain management when that came in, and I just remember it being extremely expensive.
Yep, I was getting ready to say, yep.
And of course, that's a Purdue drug.
Is it? I did not know that. It is.
And also, they don't hold. I think Suboxone is a company out of Richmond, Virginia. It's not Purdue, but Purdue makes Belbuca, which is now a microdose of buprenorphine that's also patented by Purdue Pharma. But I'm pretty sure that the Purdue or the Sackler family was kicked out of, as part of this whole deal, the Sacklers were kicked out of Purdue.
Yeah, but you got to figure they still have stock.
Yeah, I mean, look, either way, it doesn't matter. They got a sweetheart deal, whatever. But
they're still going to hell.
Oh, for sure. Well, unfortunately, despite what Martin says, the God that I believe in forgives everybody regardless of what they did.
Sure. Did you see when they put that some artist or something put that huge bent spoon out in front of Purdue?
Yes, I did. I did. Yeah, it was like one of those like normal groups. Well, Normal's a marijuana group, but there's like that. You remember those weird commercials they would run about cigarettes, and they would like make displays like that, and it would always be some like foul type shit, like like rotten lungs or like.
Oh yeah. Like, it was
I can see it. I just can't recall the name, but it was a big campaign that ran for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. People's teeth would just be falling out. They'd go by pack of cigarettes, and in the next clip, the teeth would just be falling out. Osmic says, Gagburn takes his pain meds for how bad his prison purse is blown out. Oh, I thought you was talking about he's out there boofing his meds.
Boofing it up?
Out there boofing. Johnny, you got to stick your whole hand up your ass to get that pill in there, man. Like sticking your whole hand in your ass, man.
And then all of a sudden you hear it's like Skittles hitting the floor. It's like, what the
hell? You're falling down.
ding, ding, ding. Like, fuck.
It keeps falling for a long time.
Old
And then you
prolapsed
hear a
ass.
splash at the end.
Christy Gant, my email is richnewbuck@gmail.com. Yes, I have, nephew Jamie, heard of DMT for pain. How they're doing, like they're microdosing the shit. I'm gonna try mushrooms sometime soon. I've never tried them, but
Do you have any thoughts on ayahuasca? Would you ever do that?
I would try it, with a real deal shaman.
Right.
Like, I don't know that I'd be so excited about potentially puking and shitting myself.
Sure.
But I listened to Robin Quivers, of this Howard Stern show.
Right.
She went and did it and said it changed her fucking life.
Well, that's like Ron White. Ron White quit drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, something about like these shaman will walk you through the shit and like it's like you kind of see your faults and like kind of work through your inner demons while you're on this trip.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
That's some wild shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shroom advocates in this chat. There were the other night too.
Oh yeah, we got some shroomers in here.
Oh, we got some big shroomers. Everybody's
Okay.
like, "Do it, Newbuck, do it." Fucking trip balls.
Just don't do it every day.
I'm gonna try to show you all this thing that Stephanie fucking sent me. It's fucking hilarious. It's a skit. It's a skit, y'all. It's fucking funny. Ryan. Cut. I don't even think about Ryan. I haven't mentioned him in 10 minutes, y'all. Yay for
Do you
pay.
think he got a job, or did he just stop posting stuff on YouTube? Do you think he's just? Do you think he's just sitting in that apartment, not doing a damn thing all day, wanting to post something, or do you think he got a job?
Sometimes he's out of StreamYard time. There's what Stephanie just sent me. It says Ryan, cut. I don't even think about Ryan. I have not mentioned his name in 10 minutes, y'all.
Looks very similar to him. Just like
Yay for pay. It kind of looks like a ball sack on the chin.
Very similar. Tell him, John Sharp. Tell him, baby.
Every damn district. Truck 12 well, it's 12-point truck. 24, baby. Did you watch any of those debates?
Well, I watched Trump's. I watched a little bit of it, man. I don't know. I just sometimes I enjoy watching. I just wasn't into it last night.
Everybody gets all excited about old fucking whatever his name is, the Indian dude. And he was, he was,
Yeah, can we just be completely honest here for a moment? The Indian guy is not going to get elected for president in 2024, right? That's more like some 30-26 shit.
Yeah, he could maybe be a VP. Who knows?
Well, I think that falls back on to what if something happens to the president, same as the one we got right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Old Richard Christie looked like a dick, didn't he?
Dude, that he shot himself in the foot. I hope whoever gets elected president, if a Republican, I hope they have nothing to do with Christie, man. I've never liked that guy. I thought
he had that lap surgery. He's a pretty fat bastard, dude. That dude, I would think that he would be a health risk, man.
Yeah.
At his age, he's got to be close to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
But I remember he was losing weight, and I think he got that surgery done. And like he was slimming down, because I used to like the guy. I liked the fact that, he was in a primarily Democrat state, and he was able to, kind of play both sides and keep people happy up there in Jersey.
Sure. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then there was that damn, like, whatever, that building the bridge scandal.
Yeah, and then he's out there closing down the beaches and having his family on the beach at the same time.
Yeah, some kind of.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. When he closed down the,
it was something.
Backing up the bridge or something. The Brooklyn Bridge. Was that what it was?
Well, Well, I guess the Brooklyn Bridge is the other side of it is Jersey, isn't it? I don't know what it was, dude. It was something to do with bridges and tunnels.
Yeah.
That's interesting, Nickel G. He said shrooms helped him stop smoking.
Congrats on quitting smoking. I'll tell you something else that's dangerous is that kratom stuff. Kratom or kratom, however they pronounce
Yeah,
it.
a lot of people use that for withdrawal.
I think a lot of people don't realize you can get hooked on that shit.
Oh, I mean, you have to take a metric shit ton of it, I've heard. But yeah, Corliss just said it, Bridgegate.
Bridgegate.
I can't remember the details of it, but that's what they called it. Yeah, my sister probably knows. My sister lived in fucking Manhattan until COVID. I used to go up there a lot.
Mike says he's hooked on it. I hate that, man. I hope hope you're benefiting from it. If you're hooked on it, I hope you're at least benefiting from it.
What, on the kratom?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, it's I mean, it is plants, right? I mean,
yeah, I think that it only binds to one of the opiate receptors.
It doesn't hit the MU, but it hits one of them.
Right. You got what?
Yeah.
There's like the alpha and the mu and the omega or something like that. It only imitates. It's a agnostic.
Yeah, or it's what do they call it? Anesthesia. What's that word? Analgesic.
Yeah, it has. Me and you know what we're talking about. They might not.
Yeah, we do.
Know what we're talking about.
We even though we don't know, we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I think the MU is the major one because that's the one. Suboxone fills the MU receptors, which I think is the ones that are the most active. Anyway, here's this. If for some of y'all that missed the Johnny video, I've got a copy of it, and this is what he was talking about with his innocence in his food stamp fraud case.
I'm innocent. Here's proof that we actually did it. What an idiot.
I'm innocent, y'all.
He has no idea how much I appreciate him.
Yeah. All right. Screen 2. Let's check out what I have on screen 2.
Vault property.
As we can see, this is vault property, file number 08242024-132 JGOB. I think what is that? How does that break down? What's today's date? Entry number 132. And then what? Johnny Gob?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't come up with the numbering system, but
they probably have that many videos in their vault. And you got to be careful because it almost looks like it says job on there. So you got to be careful putting that on there.
Don't take that G out. Now that would just be this hard drive, not the vault. I think this is a 130-second video on this particular drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not running any kind of SCSI array or anything like that. We probably should, but anyway, let's give this a gander.
I want y'all to read and weep, motherfuckers. I told you, bitches. Read and weep, bitches. Read and motherfucking weep. Pause this, bitch. Do what you gotta do. Now, Mikey 12 pointing all you bitches. Goose, fucking Rusty Truck, all you motherfuckers that was calling us motherfucking scam artists, the food stamp fraudsters and bitches and shit. Read and weep, bitches. Read and weep, bitches.
What are we reading? Are we reading?
Read and weep.
Well, you probably can't
Well,
I've got-
yeah, I know we can't read it from here, but I'm just saying, what are we're reading something from the court saying
yeah.
that you was selling your food stamps, but since you paid it back, we're gonna let you keep them.
Yeah, yeah. It's from the court though.
Oh, he was sure to tell everybody that, like we didn't, like we thought that he wrote that,
Right, right. Read and weep, bitches.
and then he spelled weep wrong.
No, he didn't.
He
Did
did.
he really?
I think he spelled it WEAP.
Oh my god.
It was like the other day when he had a 4-part series and labeled the fourth one number 5.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
I
number
know.
4. What a It's not that hard, man. It's not
1,
that
2,
hard.
3, 5. Oh my god. Let's see what he says the rest of the time here.
You always want your motherfucking proof. There's your proof, bitches.
Oh yeah.
It's come from a court, motherfucker. From a court. Bam.
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 Bam. Now fuck you, bitches.
Johnny's in here. Of course, he's been in here the whole time. Nobody's dropping a link for your ugly ass. You out here doing gay porn bombs and using N-words relentlessly. No, he said, I ain't paid. Let me see what he said. Exactly what he said. He says, I didn't pay anything, dumbass. We know you didn't pay anything, you fucking idiot. Your wife paid for it. How are you going to pay for anything? Keep your ass on that couch, man. Stay right there for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Oh shit.
And for the record, I was done. I wasn't saying anything else about the guy.
Yeah, I was too.
But he
went
was
after Rusty today.
And it's a pointless video. That video is so fucking pointless.
Yeah.
But he's trying to instigate something. I'm get back on his neck, and his wife's going to be telling him to stop again.
Yeah. I guess he took it down, but it wasn't down. Like I could still play it, but then.
Well, it wasn't showing in the shorts when you go to the shorts.
Well, it was like before.
Yeah. Now it's just on the main page. Well, for me, it's on the main page. It's not on the shorts page.
Johnny says, "Drop the link. I'll show you how pointless it is." I mean, fuck. What, you want me to drop the link there,
Man,
Mike?
it's your channel, man. If you want,
Nah,
he's out here doing gay porn bombs.
I'd rather not. I don't want to get porn bombed with some fucking 2 dicks or whatever. Oh, but yeah, you're gonna go live tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll try to. I think I get home at a decent enough time.
Yeah.
Unless Dale's talking about doing something. I don't know what he's got going on.
Old Diamond Dale.
Dangling Diamond Dale.
Dangling Diamond Dale.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to center stage, the main event. Dangling Diamond Dale.
Dale.
Wah. And then I ain't gonna say what he come out there wearing.
Word has it, he used to do the fucking helicopter, and the ladies went, "Wow."
Yeah,
that's what I
called
heard.
it the Whirly Bird is what he
Whirly
said.
Bird.
Yeah,
That's right.
copyrighted.
Yeah.
Said he copyrighted the name of it, the Whirly Bird.
Copyrighted. Remind
what that
me.
means.
Remind me when we get off of here to tell you something about a copyright. I think you're gonna find humorous.
Oh
yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I didn't really want to get into it, and I mean Johnny's been halfway good lately, but yeah, he's still talking shit. He's still talking shit on his community post. Fucking bam, he said.
Bam. He'll say. I think he says some stuff just to get the heat off of him. He says, "Oh, I want to see Ryan do good," but he'll be down in there liking comments.
Yeah, liking comments. Like I hope
trash.
fucking
Yeah.
hope Ryan's fucking homeless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I like that. So, Johnny, are you trying to refute the fact that was fake paperwork? I mean, what are you trying to say? Like, because the original paperwork is not like it doesn't. They don't make a mistake. I mean, they tell you you're guilty. Like it's already happened.
Yeah,
Judge, jury, executioner. Like it's done. Like
you're not the only one down there at that store trading in your food stamps from cash. I'm sure a lot of people go down there and do it.
well, I ain't saying that because I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, I just saw the aftermath. But look at Vicky. She put some diamonds up. Oh, Diamond Dale.
Dangling Diamond Dale.
Corliss says, where'd it go? God, the chat's moving too much. We undergo, call it the windmill. Now, that's a whole nother version. That must be for all you Shetland ponies out there.
For all you Great
like
Danes.
Fucking Shetland pony. Ow, ow, ow.
Addiction is a mental issue.
It's fucking, yeah, you're right. I mean, I think it's do you think people are what's your stance on that? Do you think addiction is a mental illness, and do you think that it's in your DNA, like it's
I definitely think some things can get passed down because
Yeah.
alcoholism
Alcohol,
runs real
yeah.
heavy in my family. I mean, they love the
Yeah.
alcohol over here.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink. My grandfather was really bad, apparently, and my dad was like, he beat that in. I drank in college and shit, like casually, but
I think,
and to be honest with you, I got to where I just didn't drink because when I was on pain medicine, I never would mix the alcohol with. I took it like I was supposed to. I never mixed alcohol with it, so
yeah,
I was just so used to not drinking, like it was just never. It was never a thing for me.
sure, yeah.
But yeah, I got my fair share in college, and I mean that was 5.5 years of hardcore drinking. I was done. I'd had enough.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't go to college because I didn't want to be a drinker.
Yeah.
As far as I think, there's a lot of. I can't say that everybody that's addicted to something has mental issues, but I think there's
Hang on a sec. Nickel G, don't ban him. Let him stay in here. I don't care. Even though he bans everybody.
Oh, nobody can say anything over in that guy's chat.
Yeah, no shit.
Of course, he's got a bunch of losers for mods over there that are looking for a power trip on anything.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of you've got to overcome a lot of stuff mentally if you want to quit this stuff. I mean, of course, during detox, you have a lot of physical symptoms, but there's also a lot of mental.
Oh yeah.
It's a mental battle.
Stephanie sums it up pretty good. She said, "Physical addiction comes from normal use. Abuse comes from mental addiction." That's true.
Beautiful statement right there.
Very true.
I might use that.
Yeah, that's very true. My dad, like I said, I drank. He grew up, like I said, with an alcoholic father. He left home at 15, never turned back. And, he used to watch his dad beat the shit out of his mother and fucking all that kind of shit, Said his dad would wake up and he would not get out of bed. He had those old coffee thermoses.
Oh,
you remember they had back in the 60s and 70s?
One weighed like 8 pounds.
Yeah. Dad said he would have to drink full or 2 cups full. Johnny's live, by the way.
Some vodka.
I just got JM's a Discord notification that Johnny's live. So no, he would drink 2 full. He was a Jack Daniels man, and 2 full things of liquor before he even got out of bed. So, and he was a lineman for Ma Bell on them phone lines. But yeah, died of a heart attack at like 44 or something, 42. But my dad never had a drink in his life. He went to University of Tennessee, played golf at Tennessee. He was actually sweet mates. You know, not David Justice, Jim Justice that owns the Greenbrier.
Greenbrier?
Yeah, have you never heard of the Greenbrier? It's down in Virginia. It's a fancy.
Is this a
No,
country club?
it's. I'm sorry, it's West Virginia. Yeah, well, it's a resort that's they've got the Cascades golf course.
Okay.
Yeah, they play a FedEx event there every year,
Fancy. Okay.
and it's timed with the West Virginia State Fair, so they
I
have the
gotcha.
big concert there. It's part of the golf tournament. But yeah, Jim Justice is shit. I don't know if he was the mayor of. I mean, he's been a mayor, but he may have been a governor of West Virginia at one time too. But he was a big Caterpillar dealer, very very wealthy man. Turned out to be, and he owns the Greenbrier. But you got a beautiful casino there, beautiful golf course, and club. But yeah, my dad was sweetmates with him at University of Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, sounds like your father sounds like a decent guy.
My dad was a hell of a man.
Yeah.
Hell of a man. I'll tell you what, man. When you get, I'd say, it's hard to estimate, but and it's only been 3 years, but you can tell like how good of a person was at a funeral.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir. Good, Rich, man. No, you good, brother? He's calling. Oh, he's calling us up there. The hell with Johnny, man. If he wants to start this again, he can go right ahead.
Oof. Damn, that got me.
Yeah. Well, that right there shows you how much you miss your father, how good of a guy he was, man. Yeah, I can't imagine losing my dad, man.
Yeah, he packed First Baptist Church.
Yeah. Packed him out, huh?
Standing room.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's good people right there. I live fairly close to going home, I usually go by a funeral home, and you can always, sometimes there'd be 2, 3, 10 cars out there, and then sometimes they're wrapped around the building.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was unreal to look at. I mean, there was probably, I'm talking First Baptist, the biggest church in town.
Sure.
I would probably say there was 2,000 people there.
That's a lot of people for a funeral.
Maybe 1,800. But yeah. That's when you know you've lived a good life.
Yeah. Not everyone's blessed to have a good father.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was good shit. Man, I don't know why that caught me so bad. But it did.
I appreciate it, Wade. Yeah, I'm not going up on his channel.
Is that what he's asking for?
That's what they're saying.
Fuck that. I don't want.
Going up on that guy's channel.
Look, there's nothing. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, his shit's in black and white writing.
He told on himself. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I mean, if he wasn't,
if he didn't want to make the video, just don't make the video. Nobody would talk about it. Nobody's talking about that shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't even have the paperwork that he has now if he wouldn't have sold his food stamps to begin with. That's how you got the paperwork you have now, is because you got caught selling your food stamps.
So,
dummy.
Oh, he's sniping us? Yeah. I mean, there's just nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to say, really.
Yep. So if he's
That's what he
sniping us, let me say this right here. My name is Mike 12 Point. I've got a YouTube channel, Mike 12 Point. I appreciate you guys going over there, liking and subscribing to.
Scribbling.
Johnny got upset. If you're watching this right here, Johnny got upset because he asked someone for advice on how he should handle getting caught selling his food stamps. And then, he said some things about a man, threatened to call the man's wife. And the gentleman was kind enough to pass the information along to me. It was in black and white from the courts. Said his old lady was up there selling her food. Well, I don't know who sold them, but the food stamps were in her name. After almost 2 years of them saying that they're not on food stamps, they get caught selling their food stamps. And look, if you're on food stamps, I got nothing against it, man. Some people need it.
Oh yeah, you need the
But
shit
it's
sometimes.
the people like them that sit on food stamps and refuse to do anything to change their life. Sit on that fucking couch all day long. That's all he does. That's all Johnny Gobble does is sit on the couch all day long. All day long. That's all he does is sit on the couch. Pick a time of day, he's on the couch. Anyways, he got caught selling his food stamps, and then they paid it back. They paid the amount that they were selling. They paid it back to the state, and they allowed him to keep the food stamps. That's why he has the paperwork that he's showing in the short earlier. That's why he has that paperwork, is because he was caught selling food stamps.
Well, Goose
No,
paid it.
he just told on himself. What a fucking idiot.
Goose paid it back.
Probably. I think he did, actually.
No, he did.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Well, whether the money was used for that or not, it doesn't matter. So, what he's saying, Gobble's channel. Coronavirus says my EBT card's in my couch. Yeah, and like I said, I saw the narrative his chat was running earlier. They were like, what did they say? Like, why would you try to get somebody's shit taken away from them? That nobody called and tried to get some shit taken away. And I mean, for that matter, people, if you really did call social services on fucking like Johnny's kids, you're a piece of shit.
I agree.
You don't do shit like that.
Yeah, just because there's some idiot out here doing that kind of stuff, you can't blame that on everybody.
Right.
You don't blame one person's actions on everybody. The same as what PBR does.
Yeah. He likes to group everything to whoever he was wanting to fit a narrative to. And he has, look, man, that old man has probably gone through hell. But, he's asked for every single bit of it. You can't behave that way and challenge everybody and tell somebody that, like, you're a fucking piece of shit that lives with your mom in the basement and, fucks babies and, whatever, foul shit he decides to say that day.
We're talking about, some kids, their mom helping them learn how to masturbate.
No, it's not their mom. I mean, he straight up made a scenario where, Power Stroke and his dad were sitting there beating off together, and fucking Rusty loved it, because he's a pedophile. Used the word pedophile, used it multiple times. It's on video fucking multiple times. And then he gets on there today and talks about a video, and he's acting like he's fucking testifying before a court of all this shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, you actually have to show where the shit happened, old man. I mean, shit's
angry
just
old man.
Fucking, it's unbelievable. How can you not have the self-awareness to see that the shit that you fucking do? And I mean, none of us out here are fucking innocent. You go back and forth, but you draw the line somewhere. And the only problem is you put the over the line stuff that people have decided to do to you. You put that on Rusty or whoever it is that you're trying to create that narrative about. Because I tell you one goddamn thing, you're not going to produce a receipt of it. You're not going to see Rusty calling you a fucking P word on camera. It's not going to happen. Fucking, because it doesn't exist. That's why you can't post it. Just like all this bullshit I called your neighbors and your cousin, your fucking niece and your wife and your this and your that. You're so fucking full of shit. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it wasn't fucking me. That's right. I mean, that's just it, straight up. I mean, you might want it to be me. You might want it to be him. But the simple fact is, it just don't work that way. Just because that's who you want it to be, man sitting there acting like he's going to collect money. Holy shit. And I just got to wonder if if his memory is that bad, or if it's like he truly believes the shit that he says. And I'm beginning to think that he truly believes what he says.
Oh yeah, I believe he does. Absolutely.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, it's funny. It's my sister. Her sister-in-law is a fucking psychiatrist, and I was sitting around. I sent a couple videos to her to look, and I said, "What's your assessment?" And she said, "This is one of the biggest narcissists I've ever seen in my life."
Poor guy just wants to have a sense of
Yeah,
humor. He wants to be just a little bit funny.
I don't know what he wants,
But he enjoys the attention just like Johnny does.
oh yeah, I'm sure he does. It's funny, but I tried to get the shrink to come on YouTube. She was like, "Fuck no, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole."
Yeah, I don't blame
She's
him.
like, but she said, she goes, "It'd be a field day though." She said they've written books for about less. I think that was her quote. But yeah, Johnny's, you're not blocked in here, dude. I don't know what somebody told you. Somebody might have timed you out, but you're not blocked.
Yeah, we want you over here, man.
Yeah, you promote business. You keep the numbers up, dude. Remember, we don't have content if it's not you.
And remember this, Johnny. You started all this over again. Nobody was saying a damn thing about you, even after you did the lives the other night.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying anything about you. Nothing. But you
Nothing.
wanted this.
Yeah, nothing was said about him and my Tuesday live, Rusty's Tuesday, Rusty's Monday. Nothing. Crickets. So
It's kind of
he
boring.
can't. I don't know. I'm just wondering where this came from, where the alleged piece came from. If it's fucking Patty or if it's Melinda. Because it ain't Johnny's heart. I can tell you that.
Oh no, that's all Melinda. Look,
Is
man, listen to me, Rich. I'm in close over there, man.
Yeah.
She
I
got on
figured
his
it.
ass, made him shut it down. And I guess he did for a little while, but
He can't help himself.
he needed that attention again. Anything.
Yeah.
The dumbest video. This was the dumbest video I've ever seen in my life, man. This is proof that I'm showing you proof that we got caught selling our food stamps, but this is also proof that we didn't.
Yeah. Hell, I think he was trying to claim he wasn't even on them. And again, there ain't nothing wrong with being on food stamps.
None at all. Yeah, he recently, probably a month before all this happened. We ain't on no food stamps. And the lies that he not only gets his wife, but he gets his kids to go along with some of the craziest lies, like him having a job.
You think he makes the kids go along with that shit?
Well, I don't think he's making them go along with it, but nobody's disagreeing with him. I mean, by not saying anything, they're kind of going along with it.
Yeah. Michelle Bailey said he's worked up, but claims he ain't mad.
Hope he stays mad. I hope him and the old man stay mad. I hope they lose sleep over it.
His followers are trying to back him like, it's okay, smoke 3 packs a day and get government assistance.
Well, the people that support Johnny, that show Johnny love, are the people that dislike Orion very much for whatever reason.
That's PBR's crowd too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Upchurch haters club. There's levels to it though. You gotta go to AD. You gotta graduate from ADs to like one of them.
I think he does. I haven't watched him recently. I think he's got a new channel, right?
Yeah.
But I think that he does a lot of low key trolling.
Dude, I think truth be told, I low key think AD's probably a master troll, dude. I mean, he fucking loves it, and I think he has a like. You can tell that he tries to be a good guy, and like he'll feel bad about doing some shit sometimes. Like, and again, you know, I always give somebody credit and respect for serving our country like AD did.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely think he definitely likes to sit back and watch the shit go down.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
He does a little bit of instigating, a little bit.
oh, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I mean, he would see oil and water in the same chat and be like, "Oh, let's just throw them up here in the panel and see how this goes." Going to get a coffee, boys. I'll be back in a few. y'all have at it.
Yep, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, oh, there's Cashville. There's Johnny. Let's throw him in the fucking Thunderdome, bitch. But yeah, I think he's a low key troll.
Corona. Look, I appreciate your opinion. He said I got respect for Ryan. He got to leave those politics off the channel. This is the thing about Ryan is you're gonna know what he's thinking. You ain't got to worry about what he's thinking because he's gonna say what he's thinking. If he doesn't like somebody, you're gonna know that he doesn't like them.
And the other thing too is whatever he says, he's gonna stand on the shit that he says.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You ain't gonna get no wavering. You're not gonna wonder what he thinks about it, And yeah, I mean, I honestly think that, like he said from the very beginning, I think it's honestly when he said they were talking about him getting sued, and he was like, "Well, fucking sue me, and then we'll find out what really happened." He's
Right.
He's seen some things, and like I said, has thought about it. And I'll agree, man. On the surface, some of the shit that he said to the average person would look fucking kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but dude just thinks a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
he's just look, we can do math 5 different ways.
Sure.
And as long as 4 plus 4 equals 8, that's it. And I'm not saying it has to make sense to everybody, but sometimes when you get to where you're not believing everything that you're told just because it's that's what you're being told, you tend to look into shit, and that might not be popular, but it's no different than what a lot of these true crime channels have done out there.
Crew Trump. Yeah, he's got to get his walk down. He's got to get his investigator walk down. The lean back with the high step.
Yeah, he needs a fucking
That's how investigators walk.
He needs that Inspector Gadget fucking trench coat with the fucking hat.
Bro, he broke out that that magnifying glass is way bigger than what it looks like on video.
Is it? It's fucking huge.
It's fucking huge.
You hear that, Johnny? Fucking Mikey's held that fucking thing in his hand.
No, I didn't pick it up.
Oh, my bad. I don't know, man. A lot of those guys, it's weird. It's like they want to love Ryan so bad, but they just can't. Texas proud. What? He's giving me 24 hours to delete my shit. I can tell you right now, I'm not deleting my thing. They can sue me. Fucking get in line with Martin.
This right, and I promise this right here. I swear on this right here. You can take this right here to the bank and cash it in any bank. I will take down every one of my videos. Johnny, if you go get a job, a full-time job anywhere, if you go get a full-time job and keep it for a whole month and provide for your family, I know that sounds scary for you to have to get off your ass. But if you would get off your ass and provide for your family just a little bit, man, and you can quit it after a month. You can quit the job after a month. But if you keep a job for a whole month, I would delete every one of them videos about you. Every one of them. But we know that ain't gonna happen.
Well, you never know.
I
Good.
know he's always been this way.
Not enough says proof of employment.
It sounds scary, I know.
YouTube is my job.
I'm talking about a job that pays, Johnny. I don't even know if he makes the $100 threshold every month.
Yeah, don't you have to have 100 to get a check?
Yeah, I believe it's 100, something like that.
But I used to have a channel back in the day, and I didn't have that many subscribers, but I had enough to where I'd got a check every now and then. And back then, they would only send it to you once it got to 100.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still 100. Texas, yeah, man, I know it wasn't your words. I was just
Yeah.
know.
No, for sure.
I'll take them all down if he will
Yeah.
provide for his family. I'm not even asking you to do something for me, man. I'm asking you to do something for your family, your wife that's probably in the bed asleep because she's got to get up and go to work in the morning. While you sit on the couch all day. I mean, you're just wasting your life away on the couch watching everything on YouTube, Johnny. It's pathetic. It's sad, really.
Slayback got to say, everyone that supports Johnny and PBR are just a bunch of grown man and woman that try to tell a grown man how to live his life. Ryan, should Ryan is all I hear. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to think that just because they listen to his music and support him, that they can tell him what to believe.
They love him so much they hate him.
I think that's the case with a few people.
There's a fine line. I mean, with Babel, that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, he is very passionate about Ryan and his music, and you can tell, man. He's gotten so lost in the sauce on this shit. He really does feel like, he lost a best friend, I'm sure. Oh, okay, Wade. Sorry, brother. I don't have one, Wade. If you texted me, I didn't get it. Fucking, is Justice fucking with our shit tonight?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't have it, Wade. I heard that. I'm scrolling down. The way.
I think he did. I don't know. I don't think he deleted them videos, but he did take down a bunch of them.
I just got it now, Wade.
I do sexual favors for drugs.
Sexual favors for drugs. Is that what he said he was doing?
Oh, Lord. Yeah. What is this shit?
I do sexual favors for drugs.
Oh, my God.
He was doing sexual favors for drugs. That's what he said?
That's what the video said, yeah.
Sounds like that's what he said.
Wade just sent it to me.
And I don't believe Johnny very often, but I believe he was doing that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell.
It's slander, y'all. Please sue me, dude. Please sue me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Filing a lawsuit on Mike 12 Point.
Yeah. No, it's John 12 Point, right? That's what he says. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell when he gets mad. He'll say my name. And he's not the only one that will say my name when they get mad. I seen a woman the other day using my name, which it doesn't bother me.
Oh, my God. What the hell is that? Oh, Vinny's got some damn vegetables on his newest thumbnail that look like some,
I don't know,
big old nips. That's some nasty looking shit. God, I'd be afraid to get flagged for that shit. Oh my God, Martin's out there doing another live tornadoes. Oh my God. Did you see that video he put up?
Who's that?
Martin put up a video like 2 weeks ago, and it said that he almost died in a tornado, and he was showing like a cloud formation that was like a mile from his house that could potentially form a funnel cloud, like, but yet he almost died in a tornado. Like it hadn't happened.
Oh, is that from tonight? Is that from right now? I hate that I'm missing out on that, man.
I think it is. I think it is. Should
'Cause
we
you know-
do? Should we do a snipe of the snipe, and then it like kind of, you know?
Are we doing a reverse snipe?
I think they call that a reach around. Fucking.
Never heard of one.
Oh God. Yeah. Let's see. Saffron. What does Saffron have to say? Guys, they didn't sell food stamps. The store stopped. The store shopped at was under investigation, not them. Don't get it twisted.
I don't know if this guy's trolling or
Well, I mean that could be the case.
no, that wasn't the case. I seen the paperwork, man. I
Well,
seen the dollar amount.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying like, yeah,
Like I was saying earlier, they're not the only ones selling their food stamps at that store. Usually every town they have a little store, you know, little high
Yeah.
and buy shop here, you know, they don't have much, but they got enough to be a grocery store and enough to take EBT.
right.
You go down there and turn in $200 worth of food stamps for $100. Look, Johnny, if you want to sell your food stamps, this is how you do it, man. You find you somebody that's not on food stamps and say, look, give me $100. You can go to the grocery store and spend $200. That's the best way to sell your food stamps.
Yeah.
I buy about $200 worth of EBT every month.
I know it happens a lot. I mean, it's,
Oh yeah, it happens. Yeah, it's happens a lot. Way too much.
I mean, it's par for the course, right? I mean, you're not out there doing some kind of heinous shit there, Johnny. But you know, it looks like to me, it looks like a store got busted for doing the shit, and they probably had a way that they coded shit in the system to where when the state run in on them, you know, they could go back and look at transactions and figure out which one were fictitious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt
figure.
for a second that a store was investigated. Usually that's how it
Yeah.
happens. Too many people's up there selling their food stamps.
But yeah, you don't get a letter telling you like you're guilty of this amount for this
Yeah.
dollar amount.
And if it
Do
was,
not pass go. Do not collect $100. Like,
if it was the store, why was he so mad about the paperwork I put on my video if it was just the store?
well, the paperwork is very real. I mean, it ain't fake.
And shame on anybody. Shame on anyone at all that believes a word that comes out of his mouth after he's repeatedly lied and lied and lied and lied and lied. This is going on for almost 2 years now. He constantly lies to you guys, and y'all still believe it.
Fucking hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker.
Johnny, he says y'all won't stop, but he made a video today. Right? That's right. I was done with the guy. He's so boring. He's so boring to me.
Yeah, you hadn't done shit in like a week and a half. I
I
thought you.
haven't done a live for almost 2 weeks.
I thought you had damn caught the COVID or something.
I thought I had heat stroke yesterday.
Well, she had the Rona, huh?
Came home and got in the shower. I sit down and man, I was probably just extremely dehydrated. The store was allowing people to buy non-food stamp stuff. Store was at fault. Mike, you constantly lie about him. What did I lie
Dude.
about? What if I lied about Johnny that wasn't satire? That wasn't an obvious lie. What if I lied about him? I have no reason to lie about him. There's too much truth over there.
The store is at fault. Are you serious? So why do they make you pay back the store's error?
This is just like the damn house. Y'all believe that they had to call the real estate agent and tell them they wasn't interested in the house anymore. Y'all believe that shit. I knew the day that house fell through. Probably within hours, I knew about it falling through. It didn't post about it for a couple of weeks. In fact, you can go on Zillow, and I've showed it before, that it'll show you where the date that it fell through. Shame on y'all for believing him.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take. It's not like some kind of NASA research. It's
I'm just
all
going by
quite
what the
easy.
paperwork said, man. Paperwork
Yeah.
said that he was selling food stamps. Regardless, he
Well-
was doing some shady stuff with
Well,
your tax
wait,
dollars.
wait. To be fair, it wasn't him.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't his food stamps.
So
He's bringing up my lawsuit right now. Pull him up if he's talking about my lawsuit.
all right, let's see. Good God, a snipe of a snipe. Okay. Share screen.
Yeah, don't come over here looking stupid taking up for him, because you obviously haven't been here the whole time. You're going to make yourself look stupid real quick, immediately. Over hundreds here in Kansas. Why am I so invested in his every move? I want you to go to my channel and then go to his channel and look at the video number, how many videos that we've done. Look at the difference. I often go weeks at a time without making a video on him. I'm bored of him. I'm tired of him. The only reason I make them videos is because people like watching him get shit on. They were selling. They paid it back to the state, and they
Well, good.
allowed him to keep the food stamps. That's why he has the paperwork that he's showing in the short earlier.
We're going to show you too. You're going to look awful damn stupid right here in a second, Mike.
That's why he has that paperwork, is because he was caught selling food stamps.
Nobody was caught doing anything. We was investigated because a store was being under investigation for food stamp fraud. Because we used that store all the time, our name popped up in the system. We got red flagged because we used the store. Do you not understand, motherfucker? In this paperwork right
I don't care if
But
I'm
that's
wrong.
the
I
reason
love
why
seeing
we was
him
under
fired up.
investigation.
Well,
No,
Goose.
no,
baby.
he just
Goose
told
baby.
on himself. What a
Told
fucking
on
idiot.
himself.
He's way behind.
I've heard enough from this faggot. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna show you all the proof.
Oh man, I was trying to stay hydrated, Miss Kathy, but I'll do a better job.
Johnny's reading his paperwork now.
Check his blood pressure.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Jamie, for being on my side. Oh, I missed you guys too. And I have. I just real life sometimes. Sometimes, occasionally.
Findings of fact. Yeah, he's showing the paperwork. Hearing on default.
It still doesn't take away from the fact that he lied to everybody and said that he wasn't using your tax dollars because he won't get off his lazy ass. And look, it's y'all's tax dollars. It's not mine. So if y'all are okay with him sitting on the couch all day, so be it.
Oh, Lord. What a shit show. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, oh, oh.
Well,
that damn short that he put up with that paperwork. Did you see that cigarette that he had in his hand?
yeah, it was. He had smoked an inch of it and put it out and had it fucking.
Oh man, he was saving that motherfucker. What? Done burn out on him.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Mike says don't want to give him a view. Let us know what's going on. He's just showing his paperwork.
And I'm okay if I'm wrong. That's one lie. That's one lie that I thought, or you know what I mean. That's
He
one lie
he
that it proved
admitted
that
he admitted that Goose gave him the money to pay it back.
Sad City.
And he said that he never paid it back, that he
So-
kept it and he still got the 400.
So is he going to give the man his money back?
Fuck no.
He don't have that 400. Can you listen? Can you believe they got over $10,000 straight cash, homie, and have zero to show for it?
Cash.
Straight cash app, over 10 grand, and squandered every dollar of it.
What time period was that? 10 grand in?
I would say probably in a 3-month period. August, September, October, November, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Was hitting the woman up. We done ran through that other 1,000. Can you send us another?
Fucking when when they went to war with what's her name? The woman up there in up north. Fucking Sly. You remember they had the falling out and they told her
Oh,
like
yeah.
when they would really need it, they'd get the daughter to call up old Miss Patty.
Yeah, see, that's something about getting their kids to do that shit, man. That's because Johnny won't get off his ass. Yeah, that money was gone the day they got that shit, man. Smoked it up, snorted it up, shot it up, whatever they did, boofed it up, sticking his whole hand up his butt just to boof something.
Oh, they said that's what the high schoolers are doing now.
Boofing.
Yeah, they said that they're like doing it with alcohol, like they're soaking tampons
damn.
with alcohol and sticking it up their ass because like you don't have your, you know, I guess just your asshole stinks like alcohol instead of your mouth, you know. So you don't breathe out your ass. So
Dude, that just sounds like some gay
Doesn't it?
people that are.
I mean, yeah, that sounds
I'm
like
not
one of those
gay, but I've got
one of
this
those,
tampon up my ass.
one of those old gerbil stories, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking but yeah, people are doing it, and you know, apparently you've got a lot of apparently in the ass there's a bunch of fucking like blood whatever cells or fucking I'm not any kind of scientist, but it soaks the shit up, and like they'll say you'll get drunker than shit, and yeah, they're doing it and fucking walking around shit faced, and you know, we'll probably blow a 0 on the breathalyzer.
Johnny, he gets prescribed stuff. He's asking if they've got it in a suppository form.
Yeah. Did you see? I saw a video on YouTube last night of a teacher that went into school and she was fucking shithoused.
Oh yeah, the elementary teacher.
Yeah, from Oklahoma.
Well, to be fair, man, if I taught elementary school, I'd have to have a little buzz on too.
No doubt. But it seemed like it was well into the afternoon, and she blew a 2.4. You know, 3 times the limit basically. And they were trying to get her to admit that she had drank like on campus. And she was like, no. And then they went to get her phone and they found the cup. And then they were like, what's in this? And she's like, my juice. And the cop was like, no, I'll try again. And then she tried to get slick when they went back to get her phone and she wiped the cup out. And that's when the cop
destroying
got
evidence now.
Yeah. They arrested her after that. They were going to let her call a friend or her husband to pick her up to take her home, but she wouldn't call her husband. And after she wiped that cup out, the cop was like, we're done. Like, you're coming with me.
Yeah. Johnny, you can't smoke that weed by sticking it up your ass, man. You're not gonna get high from sticking stuff up your ass. I'm gonna stick this blunt, this really large blunt I just rolled up my ass. That's not how it works, Johnny. Dude, I don't know about them high schoolers doing alcohol. It sounds like some guys on the DL that are. I doubt some of them guys don't even have alcohol. They're just sticking tampons up their ass. That's crazy, man.
I tell you, these kids are fucking inventive. I mean, I don't know that I, shit. That's kind of that's a little desperate.
Yeah. Well, it's like the criminal mind, man. The criminal mind is always thinking they're going to find a way to get something done.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like you talk about encryption and stuff, and like for everything the NSA builds, there's probably a 15-year-old kid that can fucking hack it out there somewhere. I wonder. That's funny you say that, Nickel G. I wonder, like in a fucking funny auction to raise money for charity, how much that fucking hat would go for.
God, that hat just smells.
Oh, could you
awful.
imagine? Oh,
it's got a layer of nicotine on there. Let me see. TTK just said something I wanted to point out.
All right, let me find
the fact. Tennessee Tiger King 216. The fact is, he is a healthy man on welfare.
216. Oh, it's 12:16 your time.
No. That's his name. 216.
Oh. Healthy man. Yeah. Yeah, like how do you okay, so let's say that well, I mean I work for myself, but if you lose your job, like I know you can go on unemployment. But like that lasts for like what? Like 6 weeks or something, or
I think it's like 3. I want to say it's like 3, 4, 6 months. It may be weeks.
Is
I
that
guess it probably
okay?
depends. Probably depends on the state.
All right. So then after that, like, I mean, I guess you just have you're not getting anything, right? Like Johnny doesn't get money to sit at home, does he? He's just a net zero
Man,
to
I
the
wouldn't
income.
be surprised at all if he's getting a government check for something.
I don't know.
I mean, do you just
but
think
dude, the system. Go ahead, man.
If you look at the numbers,
right?
And look, man, I don't care what that woman makes, but you get an idea of just her job title, what she makes.
Well, it's part-time work too.
Yeah, I mean they're professional scammers. They know how to do this stuff. I mean, they got their daughter.
I mean, if
begging
you make
for money.
I mean, they're probably making the max that they can make,
right?
To keep the benefit.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean, you kind of, and that's kind of the government's fault too, because people have figured it out. If Johnny could only get a job making $10 an hour, then it might not be fucking worth it to go to work because you'd lose. I mean, you'd lose how much in food stamps?
I see. All right, Johnny. All right, man. I see. I got you, man.
But dude, this is the problem with America.
Right. Yeah. Well,
this is the problem with the welfare system.
One of the many we got people in Hawaii getting a $700 check while they send $700 trillion billion gazillion dollars to Ukraine. They offered them people in Hawaii a damn $700 check.
Jesus. Could you imagine if Trump was in office right now and Hawaii burns the Maui, people are still, digging up the ashes of their children.
Yeah.
And fucking Trump goes on vacation.
Oh, man, yeah. Got his feet kicked up.
Could you imagine?
It'd be
they'd be trying to burn the fucking White House down.
And then show up to the people that just lost everything, talking about how your
Corvette was. Yeah. And the cat might have been lost or something.
This is our president, people.
I feel sorry for the guy because they're weakened at Bernie and that motherfucker at best.
Oh yeah, he's propped up, absolutely.
I mean, he's 3/4 fucking dead. I mean, you can tell, he's got to have a handler within 3 feet of him. I mean, that's why Secret Service is getting their money's worth on this guy.
That's why his wife's always walking with him, holding his hand.
Oh yeah,
he's just an old fragile man. That goes back to having we should have term limits on all of them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've got senators.
Yeah,
Feinstein.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've made careers out of the shit, dude. I mean, it's meant.
And it's on both sides.
Those jobs were meant for you to have another professional job at the same time while you served at the behest of the people. And what it has turned into is a career and a lucrative one at that. I mean, there's probably not a single senator that served one term. At least it's not a multimillionaire.
Oh yeah. Have you ever checked out that? It's either on Twitter, or there's a website. I think it's on X or Twitter, whatever they call it. There's a guy that keeps up with all of the stock purchases and sales by elected officials.
No, I haven't seen it. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting.
Yeah, does it do real time? It'd probably be a great one to follow and invest
I
with.
think there's probably a little delay on it, but it's
Yeah, I'd say it'd have to be. Damn,
yeah.
you'd end up in trouble, with damn FINRA or whatever they call it now. The SEC, whatever their governing body is that like actually arrests people and shit. You'd be trumped up on charge. Isn't it interesting? You know how you always heard people be like, "Oh, them charges were trumped up." You know how people used to say that before
Right.
Trump was the president.
Yep.
And it was funny. I was talking to my girl tonight, and I was like, well, they finally arrested him. It was like there's a mug shot out. And she's like, what's he even being charged with? I was like, I don't know, some trumped up charge.
You ever play Trump card game?
No. Or I might have, man. I played
Rook.
Yeah, I play. Oh yeah, a lot of Rook. Fucking shit ton of spades.
Okay.
Shit ton of spades.
All right.
Little hearts mixed in with the spades.
I used to.
But if I've ever got to pull some time, I understand that I'll be playing spades.
Yeah, it sounds like you've maybe done a little prison time.
No, haven't. I've been to jail twice. Yeah, twice I've been to jail.
A lot of the friends, semi-friends, associates that I know that have been to prison that's how they talk about
spades?
Some cards. Let's play some spades, man. And they all think they're the best at it.
Oh, dude, I play on my phone every now and then, but I get fucking pissed because the computer partner's a fucking dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Like I love going Neil, like fucking Neil, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Bidding zero.
Underbidden.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it. That's my jam. I got into
bridge.
No, my girl went on a cruise and she came back. She went with a bunch of girlfriends and they learned one of the girls there was like a big into cribbage. And she learned to play cribbage and we got to where we were playing a lot. And then we just kind of stopped. That was funny because I was talking to her about it last night. I was like, we should start playing cribbage again. It's pretty fun, man. I can't remember shit about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandy, a lot of people. My dad played canasta. That was a big thing at the country club that our family always went to. That all the men played canasta. So
I read a comment a while ago said that he was reading that document, and I just seen another comment that said he's still reading it.
Jesus.
Mike, do you play pitch? I do some pitching. But
he don't catch. He needs to make that clear.
Yeah, no catching. I've never played that though, man. Is that a card game?
Oh, look there. Christy says she loves some cribbage. Yeah, I remember. I liked it from what I remember of it.
Is that played with a regular deck or is there a special deck for cribbage?
Dude, I honestly can't fucking remember.
Somebody said reading is used loosely with gobble. Yeah, he's struggling, I'm sure.
Rocky Balboa.
And look, man, I struggle to read too. That's why you don't ever see me reading.
Yeah. It's a regular deck, say Christy.
Oh, okay. I have to look it up.
I'll have to look up canasta again.
Canasta. I used to know a black girl named Canasta.
Canasta. Was she canasty or was she aight?
Man, I don't know. I never did mess with the dark meat till after high school.
Look at you, all exotic.
Dude, I grew up right next to Alabama A&M. There was a lot of a lot of ladies coming in off the Caribbean, not American. Look, I got nothing against the American black women. I've seen some very attractive ones, but
Oh
them
yeah,
girls that come in from the Caribbean.
yeah. The island girls, huh?
Yeah, them island girls. Woo.
They know what's up, huh?
Well, you got to kind of show them, but they'll get the gist of it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mustard Squirrel. Hearts is a good game. Very similar to Spades, but kind of backwards.
No, I'm very inexperienced, sir. That was the heyday.
Oh God, Slayback, dude. He said, well, the chat's moving too fast. He says, like I said, Johnny fights with the English language every day, and he's looking a little punchy.
Yeah, poor guy, man. You almost feel bad for him. And then you remember that he refused to ever take care of his kids. Then you remember that he sold a man a painting for $444 and then didn't even send him the painting that the guy asked for. Tore it up on live. I could go on and on, but I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm not saying that's the case because I don't know that, but somebody said you wouldn't go to work because the check would go to back pay to pay child support.
No, he pays a certain amount every month for child support.
Yeah, I think he said he only has to pay like $20 or
I
something.
think, yeah, sounds familiar.
Dude, I pay fucking almost $2,900 goddamn dollars a month.
For child support?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. I've got 3 kids.
Oh, okay.
And hell, I'm still paying it. I've got one that's 18. I'm still paying the full amount. And hell, she just went to college. That was another little check. Not a little check, but.
Oh, yeah, that tuition. Well, at least she's got a daddy that can pay for it. She's not.
Well, she stayed in state, so it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps
and
a lot.
she got 3 different scholarships that are very helpful.
Yeah.
And she had 2 grandpas that started 2 good college funds for them.
There you go.
Birth. Yeah. So she'll be fine. And then what she does, dude, I'm proud as shit of my daughter. Like she's
kicking ass.
Dude, yeah. She never made a B. Fucking, and she's a hustler. She's figured out a way to make what is a good salary for a middle class family, at the age of 18.
Yeah.
Online, like doing marketing shit, like not selling her body, shit like that.
Oh, right. Yeah,
like, yeah, like using social media, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. You hear that, Johnny? There's a lot of ways to sit at home and make money, man.
Yeah. It's unreal, man.
So damn. And look, man, I can get lazy too, but I've never seen anybody as lazy as what that guy is.
Yeah. Her clients pay her anywhere from $350 to $1,350 a month to manage their social media. Yeah, it's crazy. But the field that she's in, she's got a track record of people getting to that next level.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of parents, and like, that's cool. And I told her, I said, what are you going to do when you start school? And she said, she goes, I can't do as much. She said, but I got a waiting list. She said, so I'm going up on my prices.
Yeah.
And if people leave, she said, I still think I'll probably make the same thing with, with doing 75% of the work that she's doing now.
Yeah. That's a lot of times people ask for, people ask me to cut their grass. If I ain't got time for it, I'll just give them a high estimate. And if they take it, that's fine. If they don't, then
yeah, I mean, sometimes people will take it. Yeah, I mean, hell, that's what one of my buddies did, and I talked to him the other day. Man, he had one of the largest landscaping businesses in town, and he went down with the fucking Roxy's to the heroin, and
oh damn, man,
he's damn. He's not even, he don't even have a single yard left.
Dude, that's sad. That's so sad, man. I know of engineers, guys that had it made, defense contracts, had it made.
Oh, dude, it does not discriminate socioeconomically whatsoever.
It does not. No.
because, and I'll straight up say it, when I finally got off of it, I did use Suboxone, but I researched it, and I went to a doctor that had a program, and that program was 90 days.
There you go. Yeah. See, you're not going to find a lot of doctors that do that, especially ones that
So
prescribe Suboxone. They want you there for the rest of your life.
right. It was a 90-day program. I never took more than 6 milligrams of Suboxone starting or ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that stuff's
Like that was the max.
some potent stuff.
I never felt like I was high or ever took anything at all. As a matter of fact, there
Yeah.
was plenty of days I forgot to take it. And it was a 90-day deal. You know, it was basically as soon as you got used to a dose, you were going down again.
Yeah.
And it was just a slow deal. And that's what I wanted the doctor to tell me. There was like 4 places in town, and this is the only one that would only prescribe it for 90 days, and they're very upfront about it. And you had to go to 2 meetings a week,
There you go.
whether you were addicted or not. And like I said, I don't consider myself on the level that some people were, but I did have an addiction to it. So I learned a lot of stuff in those meetings. And dude, what I found out was, I mean, I saw some of the most prominent members of local society in the meetings.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking top doctors, top lawyers, you know, top business owners.
Right.
Fucking there was no discriminating. And what I found out is people that did that program were some of the best people I've met, and you know, through that experience, very humbled by it.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I think the meetings I never went to a meeting. I did mine cold turkey, but I think the meetings, especially people know what you're going through.
yeah.
I think they're definitely beneficial.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. I got near the end. I was kind of like, this is kind of crazy. You know, when you're taking a piece of it that's like not even, you know, a tenth of a milligram, it's kind of like, I really don't want to. You know, time is money. Fucking, you know, it got to be, you know. But I used the time too. I saw a private therapist when I was there too. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Found out some shit, you know, that I had no clue about. I think everybody should go to therapy at some point in their life. You learn some shit about yourself if you have a good therapist.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is finding somebody that's a decent, a good, I'd say even a decent therapist.
And then I kind of quit doing that, but I did the online one for a while. The shit, it's the one you see advertised. And I had this one chick that was super cool.
BetterHelp.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I've heard a lot of negative reviews about those guys.
Dude, well, now this was 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but at the time, the girl that I saw ended up not being there anymore, and that's when I just quit. You know, quit doing it. But yeah, it was very beneficial to me. But I kind of use them as like a business coach too.
Sure.
You know, like for, you know, motivational type shit, and kind of defined what I wanted, and yeah, it worked out. Vicky says, I worked with an anesthesiologist, a damn good one, and he was addicted to IV fentanyl, months in elite rehab. Yeah, but I mean, that's one. I mean, hell, it's accessible to him. I've only had fentanyl IV once. And it was when I had a tolerance to opiates. I didn't even feel it.
Yeah. They give me some, I had some dental work done. I don't remember feeling it. Of course, they knocked me out. They also
it didn't knock me out. They basically did a minor fucking surgery on me right there in the ER. And I basically, she was like, the doctor said, give him X number of units of fentanyl. And I told him, I said, Doc, I said, my tolerance is through the fucking roof to opiates and whatever it was. She was like, give him 40, whatever. And then after I said that, he said, make it 80.
Yeah, probably. I
And
think they go with micrograms on the.
I didn't feel it, whatever it was. I couldn't
on
feel
the
it at
fin-
all.
Is it white? Is it
The
like
white?
a white liquid? Do you remember seeing it?
I don't know. It just went in my IV.
There's some white liquid they give to some people when they're about to have have surgery done on them. I can't remember where I seen it.
Propofol?
That may I don't know if that was it. But
I
I just remember the
know,
doctor saying this is the good stuff. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember the doctor saying this is the good stuff.
My girl's got to get a colonoscopy Tuesday or Wednesday, and she'll have to have propofol. She's kind of scared about it. Fucking that shit's wild. I watched my mother. I picked her up from a colonoscopy once, and dude, my mother doesn't. I mean, you got to understand that you're talking about a fire breathing, person on fire for the Lord.
Yeah.
Beat you over the damn head with the Bible. If the church was open, I
Amen.
was there. And I picked her up. And I mean, she never drank or drugged or anything.
Right.
And she was buck fucking wild on that propofol coming off of it. I should have recorded it, but yeah. She was saying, she's like, this was like right after Michael Jackson died. And she kept saying, she's like, I'm on that Michael Jackson drug.
I'm on that. She slipped up and said, I'm on that Michael Jackson shit.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. It was almost like she was like, I'm just getting started, bitches.
She started cursing. I'm going to the club tonight.
Yeah, no, she was saying some silly ass shit. I saw that one. It's on YouTube or Insta lately. It was this girl. It's a black girl and a black dude at the dentist, and she wakes up. She's coming to from having her wisdom teeth taken out, and she looks over at her man, and she was like, she's like confused, and the dentist is like, well, that's your husband, and she was like, damn, he's ugly.
They speak the truth too, don't they?
Fucking truth serum, buddy.
Mm.
Truth serum. Fucking crazy, man.
He's still over there. He's still over there yapping. Pathetic,
He's
man.
coming back to snipe. He's gonna be pissed that they haven't been talking about him. There ain't nothing to talk about.
No, man.
David Wilson said propofol was cool as shit. Did you just feel kind of like looped out? Like, I mean, obviously, when you have the full dose, you're knocked the fuck out. But like, I guess when you're recovering it, that's funny. Vicky said, finding a good therapist is like trying to find a good used car salesman. For real. Wait, it's like a lost puppy. Let's see. What do you mean, country bro? He says he doesn't like me, but he's a good dude. What are you talking about?
What?
You talking about Mike?
I fuck with you, dog. I probably missed a comment, man.
Oh, I've missed a shit ton of comments tonight.
Or he may have messaged me on IG.
Oh yeah, saying I get too like I try to do it, but
Well, I don't always check the DMs when I go on there because if I answer one, I got to answer.
yeah, you
all
kind
of
of feel like you got to answer all of them.
Right. Yeah. And I enjoy talking to him. It's just
it gets consuming, man. I mean, because I'm on my phone too much anyway as it is, but like,
right.
it's as good as the phones are and convenient as they are, man. We know the downfall of them too.
Yep.
It's that's why I don't fuck with Facebook or Twitter or fucking Snapchat. Or, I've got an IG and that I just use for this channel.
Yeah.
Because there's just an email address and not everybody has that. But You know, YouTube's enough. I waste enough time on that shit. Waste enough time. But yeah, so you said you'll take down all of your Johnny Gobble videos if he gets a job and shows proof that he stays employed for 30 days.
Should probably unmute myself. If he gets a full-time job,
Right. So if 40 hours a week, or, sometimes 36 if you work 312s.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about to say something about overtime. He ain't working no overtime. If he gets a full-time job and keeps it from a legitimate business too, man, not some run-of-the-mill shit. Talking about a legitimate business. And this isn't for me, again, Johnny, this isn't for me. If you will get a job and support your family, your wife, your child, if you will do that for an entire month, and I know, man, it sounds like a lot to ask, man. I know it does. But if you'll do it for a whole month, 40 hours a week, 40, 80, 120, 160, that's only 160 hours, man. I'll take all them videos down. And that's a promise.
Damn.
All the patients afraid of the Yeah, I bet. He was taking insane amounts, though, right? Like he was taking it every night, taking it to nap.
Oh, you talking about MJ?
Yeah.
That was some sad shit, dude. Fucking that dude was so talented. The other one that got me was Prince.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up.
Fucking Prince was talented beyond. Dude was unreal.
Well, both of those guys were just chewed up and spit out by them record companies.
Oh, yeah. But, man, Prince was, like, eating Percocets. Like, you imagine what his liver looked like with all that Tylenol?
Yeah. Well, didn't he get some tainted pills? Isn't that what it was? Yeah. Okay.
I think he got some fent pills.
Michelle Bailey, yes, ma'am. I know. I do know better. That's why I said that. I know it's not going to happen.
That's the problem now, man. That's why I talk to my kids. I'm like, I said, you guys don't get to experience drugs like your mother and I did. I said, because the drugs kill you. I said, drugs are capable of killing you. Use number one. This carfentanil, this shit's no joke.
Yeah, you remember when you could go get something from a drug dealer and trust what they were selling?
Yeah. I mean, and I still don't get why, like, they're doing all this shit to the dope now. And, I mean, like, why the fuck are you putting fentanyl in cocaine?
Are they trying to get them hooked?
Well, yeah, I guess you put trace amounts in and you don't realize you like this dude's a little bit more because you don't quite feel the same if you don't have his coke.
Yep.
But I mean, still, the ones that like load the shit down with fent, I mean, users are crazy. They'll chase the dope that kills people. That's why they, at least around here locally, they used to post, like, when people would die as a public service, like, if it was stamped dope, they would put the stamp.
Oh, yeah.
And then they figured out that it was making it worse because people were chasing the shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, it must be strong.
Yeah.
Well, that's an addict's mindset.
Yeah, and then now there's too many people dying from to acknowledge everybody. Can you highlight Kay, I'm here?
Yeah. What's he saying?
You're exactly right, Johnny. You are the reason that I'm monetized. You're exactly right, man. That's something that I will never dispute. I'm monetized because an idiot got online and make it easy, so damn easy to get the views off of. And that idiot was you, man. And you're still on here acting the same damn way. You're a grown man. You're an adult. And you're going to look back on this right here in 5 or 10, or hell, it may take 15 or 20 years, but you're going to look back on this time on YouTube and realize how foolish, hopefully, eventually you'll realize how foolish you have looked, how foolish you've made your entire family look, how much you've embarrassed your kids, how much you've embarrassed your wife. Eventually, hopefully, you'll realize how stupid you look, man. But you're exactly right. You're the reason that I monetize. So thank you. Thank you for getting online and acting like an idiot. Allowed me to get the views off of you. Man, you, Johnny, when I say this, man, you don't know how much I mean it. I appreciate the hell out of you. You have no idea, man. I do. So you go get that job and I'll take them videos down, man. So go support your family for 1 month. I'm just asking you to support your family for 1 month. Just 1 month, man. Then you can quit and I'll take the videos down. And it's got to be soon too, man. I ain't talking about in 2 or 3 years when your wife leaves and you have to go get a job. I'm talking about right now. He is dying for attention.
He's saying you're trying to get me monetized, like you got Rusty monetized.
No, I haven't got anybody monetized.
Jesus. No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. When I'm monetized, I'm not turning anything on. I don't want to make any money off YouTube. Oh,
Well, I think
Trust me.
that like getting paid for putting in work is, if you
oh,
want to call
it's
it,
not that. It's not that. I mean, yeah, there you
Yeah.
spend time and do shit. It's just me personally. You know, if I keep my shit right where it's at, and you know, right on the line. I don't want to go to another fucking tax bracket because I made $1,000 on YouTube.
I hear you. Okay, I hear you. Thinking like Johnny now. Make a couple extra dollars.
Yeah.
Gonna lose them food stamps. Gonna lose that government housing that all them people that take up for him pay for. Yeah, he's got a bunch of idiots in his chat, man. Clueless.
But yeah, Johnny, you'll never catch me making money on YouTube.
I mean, you got that guy over there from the beach that Johnny done showed everybody his kids, then showed everybody where he lived at. I can't remember what all he did, but he did something with his kids, sending pictures around or whatever. And that guy's still over being buddy with him. This is the guy that tracked Ryan down at the beach and then said it was a coincidence. Said his wife had been in and he said this, not me, man. He said his wife had been in every hotel room.
Oh,
And I wouldn't say that if my wife had been in every hotel room. I wouldn't tell anybody that. What you eating on over here?
Oh man, bagel.
Okay, got a little cream cheese on there.
No, just straight up plain.
Oh,
Let's
man.
see. Nothing like some late night carbs, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten a bagel just plain though. That sounds like something someone
I'm weird, man.
mentally ill would do.
Yeah, I'm weird like that. Well, I was gonna put I am Kay's. Thank you for that comment, Kay. Ben Thrifton said all Rich does is eat.
That's another upchurch hater right there, man.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, I see him over there being buddy with PBR all the time. And Johnny.
Yeah.
That's how much people dislike Ryan is they will go over and support Johnny, a worthless human being that refuses to do anything with his life, sit on the couch all day long and leech off taxpayers. But they'll be over, oh, you're right, Johnny. You're right. That's exactly right, Johnny.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. AD was calling me a fat ass today. I mean, I'm 6'2", anywhere from 280 to 286 pounds, depending on my morning shit. So, yeah, I mean, I am a fat ass. But
Well,
I've seen a lot bigger.
I was getting ready to say, I just seen Rich. He's not a fat guy. He might be a little bit thick, but he's not fat by any means or grotesquely obese.
Well, technically, by medical standards, I think I am morbidly obese. You know, because they want you to weigh at 200 and at 230. Well, at 220, I look fucking sick, like fucking dying sick. So,
Because How thin you look?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm-
Like at 220 pounds. Yeah, for
I'm like
sure.
190, so you see how.
Yeah, no, I would look fucking emaciated.
Well, I stay skinny intentionally, so I don't want anybody feeling like I'm a threat. I don't want to
Yeah.
intimidate anybody.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, that would put me like I wear size 48 jeans, so at 220, that would probably put me down. I don't know, anything below like a 40, I would just look sick as shit. But yeah, I gained a lot of weight in college, but I also
From drinking or just eating like shit all the time? Both.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both. I got up to like 340 in college, like my first year, and then got down to like about 260. And yeah, probably about that. But my doctor's got me. He's put me on fucking that. It was weird. I got an infection a year ago, and when I went to the hospital, my sugar was 240. But it was because of the infection. Like I've always had low blood sugar. So they've
normal. What's a normal blood sugar?
like below 100. Like during the day, I think below like 100, anything under 100, 110.
Yeah.
Like if you're fasting, it's probably a little less.
Sure.
But yeah, so no, I never had the sugar issue after the infection cleared up. But so anyway, the insurance approved to get that weight loss drug that Hollywood's using, like that's for diabetics. There's Moderna and Ozempic.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, I heard a lot of people.
It had been on back order forever, and then the pharmacy finally got it, and now I'm waiting for the fucking insurance authorization. I could have been getting that shit like the whole time if I'd have known it happened. And they're like, "Well, we know they pay for it. Your insurance company will pay for it, but they've got to get the shit back, and I don't know why it's taking forever." But I heard it makes people sick. I'm kind of a bitch. Like I'll look up side effects and it'll probably make me feel just some type of way, and then I won't.
Right.
Take it.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is with any medication.
Yeah.
It's like, how bad do you have to be to take this medication that causes, anal bleeding or something wild, hallucinations.
Yeah, it's always funny when they list those side effects on the TV, right? And the last one is like death.
Right.
You're like,
yeah,
oh shit,
you
sign me up, motherfucker.
They say it real quick at the end.
Yeah. Dude, I was watching Jelly Roll the other night. I'm worried about that. I mean, that dude is not healthy.
He's a big guy. Yeah, he's always been a big guy though.
Well, but the problem is like he's drinking a lot.
Yeah, I think he's always been a big drinker.
Yeah, but I mean they fucking IV his ass every day.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. They have to give him that hangover fucking IV. It's in his documentary. It's kind of sad, really. Because I love Jelly Roll. He's a good dude. I mean, I guess he gets his shit done, but I hate to see it, but I guess the Lord knows your time whenever it is, but my grandma just died this year, fucking 3 days shy of her 95th birthday.
Damn.
Smoked till the day she died. She'd smoked since she was 13 years old.
Great grandfather was the same way.
Never, she fell and broke her hip. She was healthy. Never even had a hospital stay. My grandfather died while back in the day when you went to get like an upper GI, you had to you drank that dye that they could radiate you so they could hear the shit. Yeah. So he asphyxiated in the middle of the night in the hospital and died. And my grandmother was terrified of hospitals ever since then. She never was admitted to a hospital or sick until the day that she broke her hip. And a friend of my girls told me like it'll go one of two ways. She's either gonna bounce back and thrive from it, or she'll be dead within 45 days.
Yeah.
And it was the latter. You know,
Did they
she
do?
just
Did it require surgery?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So they did the surgery and she got to the rehab, but then she got an infection and had to go back to the hospital and then back to the rehab. And then she just, she called me, and she's still in my home place, like in Tennessee. And Morristown, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar
You've
with
heard
it.
of it. Yeah, about 45 minutes north of Knoxville. But yeah, she was calling me like I wasn't fucking 6 hours away, getting me to try to come to the down there to get her TV remote and to push her bed up for her when my mom ran out to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It was wild. But she didn't lose her faculties until like the last 3 days of her life.
That's good that she wasn't, just
Yeah.
out of it. And
Yeah, nah, she lived a great life, and dude, I'm really upset I didn't go to her funeral, because you could imagine all the old folks that were there, and I caught COVID 2 days before she
Oh, yeah.
died, and just kind of we made a decision as a family that it probably wouldn't be best
Sure.
to be around all those people that are in super jeopardy of that type of shit.
Yeah, have a couple more funerals to go to.
No shit. Slaybeck said Jelly's drinking a lot less these days. That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's good. I fuck with Jelly, man. Just kind of,
Yeah, I love Jelly.
I don't know. I kind of felt some type of way and I'm happy for him, man. If he got a good deal, I'm happy for him. I just kind of felt some type of way when he signed with the record company.
Well, I mean, it's a decision. I think it's personal to everybody.
Absolutely,
like,
sure.
It's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things. I mean, unfortunately, Vicky said he's also got AFib. Well, unfortunately, it's one of those things, man. If you want to get to that level that Jelly's at, and have these like fucking world tours and do all that shit.
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying.
You have to.
Have to be. Well, I think.
Yeah,
of course, if you're going to be on the radio, you've got to be signed to somebody.
Yeah, there's too much involved.
Sure.
It's to get on the radio, because the record labels are paying to be on the radio.
Right.
But you definitely, that changes things for you. You have to become a yes man after that. And I don't think Ryan will ever do it. And you just have to ask yourself, hey, how successful do I want to be? What makes me happy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But
right. And I think with the what was the guy's name that just came out with that huge song the other day?
Oliver Anthony.
Yeah, Mr. Anthony.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you sign to a record company, you got to make the music they want you to make,
right,
as opposed to the music that you want to make.
Yeah, you're right. I heard something on that dude, and he said he would never sign shit, like contract. Oliver Anthony.
Do you see he had the top 3 songs on iTunes?
Dude, I watched him gain like 200,000 subs in a couple days on YouTube.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Just yeah. Stephanie says she gave me a bunch of jelly facts. Yeah, I heard that too, Michelle, that he passed up on $8 million. Country Bro said it too. I've heard that multiple places. But he would have been owned. It kind of defeats the purpose of what he's preaching.
Yeah, thankfully they're not all. Most of them, but not all of them are about the dollar. I mean, of course you want to make money off your music, but
Yeah, but let's be honest, man. Ryan makes a comfortable living, and I think he's, you know, he's famous enough. I mean, I think Ryan can still, he can still have a life. You know what I mean? He can still go places and
Oh yeah. I think I mean he just
yeah,
does whatever he wants, and then when he wants to make music, he goes into the studio and makes music.
yeah,
If he
yeah,
doesn't want to put out an album for 6 or 8 months or a year, then he doesn't have to. If he wants to put out 2 albums in a month, he can do that and not promote it. Unlike other
mm,
people, I see people out here asking you to buy their album every single day. Every single day.
yeah,
I mean, listen, if you make good music, people are gonna buy it. People are gonna buy it. That's just all there is to it.
yeah. I'm going back and looking at Stephanie's comments. Well, you said Ozempic is scary shit. Uh,
I seen where a lot of people were using it for weight loss, but in the
oh
commercial it says
yeah.
it's not a weight loss drug, right? Is that the same
Well,
one?
they're actually they're trying to get it FDA approved for weight loss. Dude, that was the other thing about fucking Purdue Pharma. It's like when they went to FDA to get the thing approved, the dude denied them. They just hired the fucking guy from the FDA.
Yeah.
They hired him to be like their like consultant or whatever. And the next person came along and they got the drug approved. It's funny, they showed him like at his shit office, there at the FDA. And then, like in the next shot, they show him like out back at his mansion in the swimming pool.
Yeah, he's got a
Like,
corner office now. Yeah, that's
yeah,
them
yeah,
pharmaceutical companies can pay him way more than what the government
yeah.
can.
I had a bunch of friends that were farm reps. Nobody I know from Purdue, but and they always did. They were always pretty successful, like mid
Yeah.
hundreds. They made 120, 140, 150.
Yep.
You
I
know,
know a few that have done very well. Well, I know one that's
and where
done
I
very
live, that's 150. That's your top 10%. I mean, that's good money. But yeah, that's y'all should definitely check that out. It might trigger you. It made me mad, like I said, and I'm 5-6 years removed from all that shit. I don't keep up with an actual date, but like um it'll make you feel some type of way, man, because you see how the whole system was rigged. And I don't know. People need to wake up, man. In this country, hopefully this election will be a turning point for our country. Yeah, dude, I'm with you.
I think
Um,
the problem is the pharmaceutical companies are in all these politicians' pockets. Well, that's another discussion.
oh yeah, freaking Nate just texted me back from a while ago. Remember when y'all were talking? I think you might have been there, and I told him he was talking about T-Pain and auto tune.
Yeah.
That motherfucker can sing his ass off.
T-Pain?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe I'll play that with us going out tonight. He is I never knew it. And then I saw the you know how NPR does that tiny desk thing?
Yeah. Yep.
So he had a tiny desk thing and man, I there was no auto tune and it was just him and a microphone.
Huh.
And dude, he was like he was singing his ass off, man. I had no clue. No clue at
Yeah.
all. Let's see. I'm gonna find it, chat. I think
Probably just
Mikey and I are about spent. It's late, man.
probably just sounds better with some auto tune in the club. You ever go to the club, Rich? You ever hit up the club anymore?
Only when I'm honestly only in Vegas.
Yeah.
And very not no, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't like standing around a group. If I'm going to go to a club, I got to have a table, and I think it's just a complete waste to
Right.
pay for bottle service. And I mean, it's just not my scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I do hear you, man. I've been
especially not drinking. You know,
right,
like it's just,
just standing around like
yeah, it's just
an
not.
idiot. I'm drinking water over here, guys.
Yeah, I'll have a Diet Coke or a ginger ale, fucking, you know, with a vape pen, fucking high as gas. But you know, I do like what I love about Vegas is people watching, dude. That is Vegas is premium people watching.
And that's my gig right there. I love people watching.
And dude, because like the girls get decked. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got on, you know, they kind of slut it up a little bit in Vegas.
Oh
But,
yeah,
you know,
oh
they'll
yeah.
be they'll be dressed. You know, you ain't gonna catch them at home wearing that shit. You know, on a Saturday night.
Yeah, you hope not. Anyways,
Yeah, but yeah, it's always a show, and Vegas is just an eye fuck. I try to explain it to people that have never been, and I make it out there 2 to 3 times a year, and it's changed a lot, but it's just
from COVID or just over time.
no, just over time.
Yeah.
Just you know, in general.
So is
Yeah, just
and I'm not looking, man. I'm somebody in the comments was asking me to ask you
yeah.
this. Is prostitution legal out there?
I don't. No, it's not. It's not legal in Vegas. In like the city limits.
Yeah, in
But
Nevada it is.
well, they have that Bunny Ranch. You know, the one they did the show on.
Oh, is that where Lamar Odom died at, or almost died?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Like a
they had
brothel?
it's like, yeah, it's a brothel that they have in. It's a famous brothel. But yeah, so you can go there and it's legal there. But now, yeah, there's a ton of prostitution that goes on in Vegas. You can tell. I mean, there's girls that are walking around, and you can tell they're working. You know, it's just, you know, they're there, and I mean, it's part of it. I mean, the damn you could talk to a you know concierge and say, hey, I'm looking, you know, for the company of a woman tonight, you know, whatever. They would definitely, you know,
Point you
there's
in the right direction.
yeah, there's no shortage of that kind of stuff that goes on. I got
Oh right, yeah, I'm sure that.
my dad told me a hilarious story one time. He said, you know, rednecks, country club rednecks is who my dad was. He was a redneck country club guy.
That's my people
hell,
right there, man.
hell of a golfer. He was, but anyway, they went out with all the guys. They usually went out there by themselves and played at Desert Inn.
Going on a golf trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this time the wives wanted to go, so they took all the wives out with
Oh
them.
man.
And you know, you got these girls from, you know, Morristown, Tennessee that are, you know, naive and shit, don't know the way of the world. You know, so there's one guy. My dad tells a story. There's one of the bankers down there. His wife, you know, is this country bumpkin, and they were talking about how, you know, you could order a hooker to your room, and you know, and she was like, no, you know, that shit doesn't happen. And he was like, well, you know, you get in the bathroom right there and hide and watch. And yeah, apparently he called a chick up to the door, and he answered the door, and they're negotiating a rate or whatever. And he says, you know, I've only got $20. And she's like, nah, this was in the 70s. But,
okay, all right.
but well, you know, that doesn't make it really, you know, whatever. But
was that including the tip, or was that?
Fuck, I don't know.
I got you.
So, and again, this could be a non-true story.
Sure, yeah.
But so anyway, you know, she leaves, and they get, you know, they get dressed for the night. They get in the elevator to go down, and they stop on a floor shy of the casino, and in walks the girl that was at his door an hour ago, whatever.
Oh, no.
And she looks at him, and then she looks at his wife and said, see, that's the kind of shit you get for $20. Fucking
damn, dude. We was in Tunica one time.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's awful, man. That is brutal. We was in Tunica one time, and I feel bad about this. They're called the escort to the room next door to us. I forgot all about it, man. I woke up in the middle of the night. She was beating on that door. I felt bad about it.
Oh Lord, Tunica. That was
Oh yeah, you don't. First of all, you don't want no prostitute from
no, not in
Tunica.
Tunica. I remember my dad had a meeting in Memphis one time, and I ended up flying down with him because Matthews was playing down at the Pyramid, and I was like, well, "Shit, I'll catch the show," and whatever. So the night before, he's like, "Let's rent a car and go down to Tunica," and I'm like, "Dad, I'm 19." And he's like, "Well, you got a fake ID, don't you?" I said, "Well, yeah." So my first casino was on a fake ID with my dad in Tunica.
Dude, that's
And he gave me $300 to get rid of me so he could go play blackjack. And I played roulette, which is the worst fucking game to play in a casino.
yeah.
Next thing I know, I've got like $1,800.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking, man, this is easy, dude. And my dad's like, do you want that playing roulette? I was like, yeah. So
You can
anyway, all right.
Lose it quick playing roulette.
Oh yeah. There's a reason it's 35-1. All right. So apparently somebody is wanting me to see the shit that they're typing. Is it Stephanie? Stephanie wants to play Rusty's theme song. Rich, please see message. Which one, Stephanie? You want me to play Rusty's theme song?
Saying something about Rusty had a new
Melly knows what's up. Oh, Greenbrier. Oh, white trash high class.
We got a Greenbrier restaurant down there in North Alabama, has some of the better fried catfish you'll have.
I'm trying to remember that joint I ate at in Camden when I went down to Jaeger's fighting pistol class. Got a steak there. It wasn't half bad.
Country and Western.
Yes, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
I
bought dinner for like 6 guys that night, and it wasn't like $150.
Yeah, that was probably how long ago was this for? Was this for pandemic?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
2015 probably.
Well, just by coincidence and coincidence alone, that place burnt right after during the COVID thing. So they moved.
Oh yeah.
And the food's not as good. That used to be the go-to place.
That and the Mexican joint.
Oh, the Mexican place is always packed.
That place was pretty good. Jaeger loved that place. So we went there several times. I'll play Rusty Truck song for you. I'm gonna play just like a sampling of this T-Pain so people can hear it. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. There's 100 people in here at damn 3:00 in the morning, whatever the hell time.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
2:26. I appreciate you coming on, Mike. I had a good time, man.
Yes, sir. I did too.
Good little discussion here.
Have to go check out this this gentleman that got a little bit upset at us.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what your live brings. All right, what is Leg Day saying? So Gagburn gave us a brand new word tonight, y'all. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy.
It's like hypocrisy, but you're you got to elevate the Hep C part.
So I love it. Have you ever heard PBR say NASA?
I don't think so. Maybe
he says Nassau for some reason. Like when he's talking about NASA. Anyway, semantics. Potato. I just think it's funny. All right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to play this T-Pain, and I'll find the Rusty Truck song for you.
Oh, no. Oh.
Singing some gospel.
Baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. And then I'll T-Pain. You know me.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Music, nappy Bowie. I know the club close at 3. What's the chances of you rolling with me back to the crib. Show you how I live. Let's get drunk and forget what we did. I'ma buy you a drink. Then I'ma take you home with me. Money in the bank. Oh, I'll be in the grave. We in the bed line. Oh, we in the bed line. Oh.
Anyway, you get the idea. Very talented man.
Elegant. I've never heard anybody elegantly try to pick up a woman like that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, very talented. Also, there's a great show of him on here, a live concert where he's in a suit. I would suggest watching that. It's very good. All right, well here's what y'all been asking for.
Y'all have a good Friday.
The old rusty truckers.
Stay cool out there.
See y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, try it.
When I drive my rusty truck, barely you get out of my way. And when I think I've had enough, I drive around anyway. Gasoline was just above this street machine was coming my way. So I'll fly down the highway and I'll roll down the street. I'm telling my way, but I'll bet you ain't fit for my street truck. Planes and trains are not enough. I need to steal under my feet. Oh, don't you think I've had enough? When my love don't stop to bleed. When I drive, I push my luck to satisfy my need for speed. Oh, so I'll fly down the highway and I'll roll down the street. I'm telling my way, but I'll bet you ain't been for my street.
Good night, you guys. Thank you again. We'll see you soon. Probably Saturday with Rusty. Y'all take care.